Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Senezal's Archivists. Today we are again without Corb, as we await her internet to be hooked back up again. We're hoping next session, but we'll see. It's still sort of up in the air, because internet service providers are notoriously shit.
Yes.
That's when we lose all of our internet once the sun comes.
Anyways, last session, our party fought their way through Shinov's tomb, and I say fought because they sort of muddied their way through the puzzles. In interesting and various ways.
We figured it out.
You did.
Did
We
die?
got it done. But did we die?
Suppose not. You made your way into Shinov's actual resting place, met her Kara, took Soul Mender, which is Shinov's personal staff from back when she was still a mortal, and met back up with Kimeth back in Fraltelnog, where you fled the now refugee city and made your way down to Kalkareth, and that's where we will pick up this week. On your trip home, if I could get Sirenscape open, you guys are traveling by boat, so you headed down the river, and if you remember, Fraltelnog is a city within a mountain itself, entirely underground, and the river eventually flows out from within the mountain and back out onto the sea. And I think I have you guys now on the... Yeah, I have you guys on the starting map. Or on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes a couple days for you to get the rest of the way down the mountain, or down the river rather, and out of the mountain. The speed is a lot faster than going by ocean, as you guys are going down river. So while there's no wind to carry you, the rowing necessary is pretty limited to mainly steering. And it's possible to row the boat with a single person, as it's not much larger than a keel boat, I believe is the word.
Well, I know who's rowing the boat.
Probably Remy. Remy, Kimeth, probably not Becky, but
Keothi? No, Becky, self-insert. Get in there, Becky. Row
Becky's
that
boat.
Starring Becky.
Special guest appearance, Becky.
And Guard, of course. Guard is also capable of rowing.
Oh yeah.
And then just Xylia and Nori are in the back, like, go team, woo!
I believe you guys had brought your horses over to Fraltelnog as well.
Were they horses?
Reindeers.
Reindeer, yes. Sorry, not horses.
Davey. No.
What? That has no correlation.
One of them was named
Oh,
Davey
yes, sorry. One of them
point.
was named Davey.
I thought, didn't we leave them somewhere? We left them somewhere, right?
I think actually you might have left them in Quartz Cove.
We stabled them somewhere.
Yeah, we did. We left them.
Yeah, you left them in Quartz Cove, if I remember correctly, actually. So either way, they're not on your boat.
Yeah.
Quartz Cove was upriver of Fraltelnog. It was where you guys entered the mountains from.
Wait, no, we didn't have them when we went into the mountains.
I've never heard of any reindeers when I've joined this party.
Yeah, we didn't bring them with us to the mountain.
Where the hell did you leave them?
They're dead.
Before that.
Did you leave them outside of Quartz Cove?
No, we stabled them somewhere. I just don't remember where we stabled them, but we 100%. It was where wasn't there?
Was it in La Lancha?
Somebody get Corb right now.
Corporal reindeer.
No, it was in Minori, as Nori likes to call it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
They're safe. They are stabled there. I don't remember if you made any sort of, because I was pretty sure you wanted to return the reindeer to Spectre eventually to get paid back.
I don't think so. I'm strongly bonded with my reindeer that I don't remember the name of.
Okay, so you have reindeer up in Minori, I guess, if ever you head up that north again.
Well, I feel like we'd want to get them again if they were useful.
True.
Sure, but
Are they gonna be okay on the trip back
it's a long trek.
to Minori?
Yes, especially
Where are
without
they again?
reindeer. Minori is all the way up in the north, just east of the ridge.
We can go.
And where-
I go to
Wait,
You
and
guys
where
are
are we?
here.
history.
We're over here. We're like, why are we over here?
Because you just exited the mountains west.
Over here?
Yeah,
What
by
the
boat. The river goes downstream that way.
Also, let's be honest. We don't
Goodbye,
even know
reindeer.
if the fucking reindeers are safe with the dragon thing on the loose.
Who knows? Maybe we destroyed Minori in the process.
Maybe they
It-
were lunch.
Which is good because now they can come back. They can rebuild and just be called Nori.
Mm-hmm. True.
Nori
They're
over
so
here
mad.
being fucking chaotic evil.
What do you mean? I'm talking about them being able to rebuild.
Yeah, after being fucking destroyed.
I didn't destroy it.
Uh-huh. Just hoped that they were so that they could rebuild.
No, I
in
just
your
said
name.
if they did, they could rebuild, and I
Mhm,
have a good name
mhm.
for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see the silver lining.
Go team!
I ain't got words for that. Anyways, moving on to more important things. Reindeer left behind. You guys are headed down towards Kalkarath, which is a few days journey. Down to a few days, maybe actually a bit more than that. Hold on. It's 90 miles by boat.
That's where Corb's. That's where Remy's. That's the trading
Rowing
place
arms.
where
Oh.
Remy. What
Yeah.
Remy visited the what? Like his mother's grave there.
Yeah.
That's where we got the
Uh,
reindeer from.
Yeah, that's where we met Spectre.
Yes. Yeah. Spectre sold you the reindeer there. And this is taking forever to
The
load.
Inspector Gadget theme song just pops up into my head every time you say
Yeah, that's funny because that's the first thing that came into my head.
yes.
Fucking hell.
I hate it here.
Every
hate it so
time you
much.
say Spectre, my brain just goes do 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 do. Inspector Gadget.
By the way, can I actually do
Oh.
some kind of insight check to see if
Yeah, so it actually only takes 2
Kenneth?
days for you guys to travel.
Yeah.
Sorry. Insight check on Kimmeth for what?
yeah, to see if he believed the story that we
Right.
told him. I'm genuinely
Sure.
interested. I know I was
Go
memeing about
ahead.
it, but after thinking about it, I do want to know.
It seems very unrealistic. I
Damn
do have a massive scythe on my back though, so I feel like that's pretty good proof.
Yeah, I mean, did he
True.
see my triple-headed weapon?
That's true. We
True.
do have shit to show him. We could be like, look at all this shit. Look at it.
And he's seen my dragon scales.
Because
True
I do
too.
think
showed him them.
I do think he said that he was and he was upset. Like he had mentioned to me that he was like very bummed that he didn't get to go do right. Who doesn't want to
So,
meet their gods? I guess. And
With
he
all
didn't.
of that
Big sad.
evidence, that's clearly advantage on the insight check, right?
You didn't notice any like telltale signs of disbelief crossing his face as you
Okay.
told the story. This is what I will say with that roll. Not telling you if it counted as an 18 or not.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh, it's one of those sessions.
It's a secret session.
Day is feeling saucy today.
I'm always feeling saucy.
He's a saucy boy.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, not getting into too much into how saucy I am.
Oh my god.
That's for after
Anyways.
the session.
Anyways,
Oh my god, that scared me.
the water. Oh,
Yeah.
water. Babbling brook.
Oh, God.
My enemy.
In character and out of character, that shit me up.
babbling.
How are you not used to the sounds of water? You live in the UK. Shouldn't you just like constantly be hearing water since it rains all the time?
It doesn't riddle. I wish it did now. It's too hot.
Yeah.
It probably also doesn't sound like a babbling brook.
I thought you guys didn't see the sun in the UK like once every 72 years or something like that.
We're not supposed to. This, COVID,
Global
dude.
warming's messed
Give
that up.
me
I
my
know what you're
tinfoil
talking
hat. I don't know what's happened. Oh,
I feel like a tinfoil hat would just cook your head.
that's the point.
Anyways, you travel along fairly peacefully for the better part of a day or so once you hit the ocean.
I hate when he starts off with fairly peacefully. Because you know it's not going to stay like that.
It could, you don't know.
I feel like I do.
I'm interrupting you really quick. I'm sorry. A finesse weapon uses dexterity.
It can use dexterity. You have the option of using dexterity or strength with it.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. You're now inputting the stats for Soul Mender? Really? You've had 2 weeks to do so.
Shh.
Okay.
I'm just channeling my inner Nori. Leave me alone.
What exactly are you guys doing aboard the ship? Are like which one of you is anybody rowing? Is anybody just like hanging out?
Praying for safe passage.
Yeah, okay. As if Xylia prays to the gods.
Yeah, well, Xylia is quite literally just scared for no reason because he doesn't like the open water, and it's a fairly small boat, so I'm kind of just keeping to myself, sat down, trying to not look around.
Yeah, he gets far away from the
try to
open water as
distract
possible.
him. I tried to distract Xylia with the game of Buno.
Okay.
No, I don't know how to play Buno.
Well, you're gonna be learning, I guess,
Time to
with
play
Remy
Boo
and
now.
Kyoshi.
I've tried
Time to
learning
play
so many
Buno.
times. It feels like the rules keep changing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That is the rule of
I fucking know they are.
The rules are there are no rules until you make them. But
Buno!
so Guard and Kimeth, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna remember his name at some point.
It's been a while.
Are currently maneuvering the boat. Kimeth at the wheel, Guard rowing, adding his speed to the boat's travel. The rest of you are playing Buno. Keothi, I think we've established that you have the highest passive perception. What is your passive perception?
Where's that one again?
Underneath your skills, it's a box on the left side.
Oh yeah, 14.
14? Okay, so you, from where you're sitting, it's hard to see exactly, but you can spot there is a shape in the water behind the boat, maybe 20 feet away. But it is currently under the water, so it's hard to make out exactly what it is.
Guys, can you see that thing? It's just over there.
When pointed out, yes, indeed, you can see the thing.
I see the thing.
I also see the thing. What is the thing?
We need to find out what the thing is before we crash into the thing.
It's behind the boat. It's not ahead of you.
Nori, do you still...
But it is definitely moving towards you.
You didn't resummon your familiar, did you? After it was
Probably
crushed by
not.
the hand. Fuck.
It's true, you fed it to the hand.
I didn't feed it to the hand. It just happened.
Mm-hmm.
You
stupid bunny.
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna just shout roll faster. I mean, roll faster, not roll. Roll. I'm scared.
Guard looks over from where he's rowing and he's like, I'm already rowing as fast as I can. What do you mean row faster?
Nori, can
What
you
if
not
we-
like, barbecue it like you did last time?
Barbecue. I'm a different person now. No, so can we tell what it is or no? It's just some big ominous shape under the
You
water.
could make me a perception check to try and see better if you
One
prefer.
person is rowing this entire boat.
There's no smaller fucking graphic that I own.
Okay, I was like, oh my
What?
god.
Why am I rolling like shit today?
Sorry, we're rolling perception.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't
Let's
know
go,
why the
Becky.
rest of the party
Ooh,
isn't
get
on
it,
here,
Becky. Ooh.
Keothi, with that roll, as you're peering over, you can clearly see the sharp line of a shark's fin poking out of the deep water as it makes its way towards the boat.
Does it look like a big shark? Like bigger, like because
big ass shark.
A big ass shark.
Another shark!
I cast.
Why are we always running into sharks?
I cast reduce on the shark. Quickly. Is it within? Wait, is it? No. Is it within 30 feet?
It's 30 feet away from the boat, so if you get as close as possible to the edge of the boat behind...
I don't see myself.
You're not on there because for some reason it
there we go.
fucked up.
Sweet. Yep.
I'm also casting Hex on it.
Tidy shark.
Okay, give me a quick second here. I'm missing Keothi. That's who I'm missing.
I have to remember how to play a warlock again. I've only played like one game where we've actually used abilities with this, and so I'm struggling.
True. So far.
Okie dokie.
I can be further back than that, because Hex is 90 feet.
Sure.
Just a heads up. So I'm booping around like here. I'm here.
Oh, lady, now's not the time to be bugging me, my love.
Knowing the shit that goes down on boats and the past experiences as well, I'm a stick by Nori after casting Enlarge and Reduce. I remember Nori getting a fucking harpoon through her stomach before.
Oh yeah, like literally through my stomach. I forgot about that.
So
really quick, can you, with Soul Mender, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get this on here. I'm bad at putting shit on. If it's dexterity based and my dexterity is a +2 and I'm proficient with it, it should be a +5 to attack. And if it's slashing, it'll be the D10 plus my dexterity modifier.
Yes.
For damage? Okay, thank you. Sorry, I appreciate it.
No problem. Okay, so if you're taking offensive action being Hex and Reduce, they need to make rolls against the Reduce at least, which is a Constitution check, I want to say. Yes, it is, and it succeeds on it.
It is?
Or Constitution save. Yeah, it can make a Constitution saving throw if the target is unwilling.
If I were to have hexed it, could I have made it take disadvantage on that or no? That's something different, right?
That's too late because he did that before you hexed. And it would also be
it doesn't work, right?
Yeah, hex is for ability checks specifically, but you could hex its dexterity if you wanted.
Yeah.
I
understand now. So if you hex something, you want to try and... No, that's an ability check. That's not a roll. Never mind. I was like, so you'd hex dexterity if they're using a dexterity weapon, but that's not this.
No, because that's not an ability check.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah,
in this case, because you're hexing before battle, strategically you'd hex their dex so they have disadvantage on their initiative roll.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. I'll do that. I appreciate the tips and tricks. I've never played a warlock before. Dear God, please help me.
Also, if you're fighting something that's particularly stealthy, hexing their dex is also intelligent to do because then they're shittier at stealth. Or if you're trying to be stealthy, you hex their wisdom so they're less perceptive, so on and so forth.
Cool. And so I just click my little hexy button. Boop. I don't know why it did damage, but you know.
Because you don't have it outputting the
card,
the actual description.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
So as you cast spells towards the shark, it realizes that its cover is blown and breaks the surface, and along the top of it you can see another Sahagin. This one, yes, exactly. This one covered in like richly festooned bone armor that seems to have like precious sort of, not gems as much as seashells that have been like refined to glitter and sparkle along its chest piece, and it also seems to have 4 arms compared to the normal 2 of the Sahagin.
Are they truly outrageous?
They are truly outrageous. It is the Tarek of...
It's the Tarek of the Sahagin people.
The Sahagin people. And as it breaks the surface, it screams out something at you in a language that all but Remy, I think, would not. No, I don't think Remy speaks Sahagin.
I think Remy does speak Sahagin. I'm pretty sure that was something...
Really? No, Remy speaks Aquan.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
No Sahuagin? Really?
Really?
Bummer, dude.
Keothi, when you roll initiative, you have to make sure that you've clicked your token. Otherwise, it doesn't get added to the initiative order.
Oh yeah, we need to roll initiative, right? Oops.
Yes,
Okay,
as I've added you, so don't worry about it this time. But just for next time to reduce my, because I have so many fucking rolls I need to do, just to get this party started. For the purposes for the purposes of combat, Kimeth and Guard are both required to be steering and rowing the ship.
Row the boat gently down the stream. We got a giant fucking big ass shark behind us. I'm a scream.
Ooh.
Could we not swap out Remy?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow, Corb's gonna watch this episode and be like, okay.
No, because
My
right,
heart.
think
My
about
soul.
this logically. Me, I can swap out, so can Remy, and I'm pretty sure Guard and Kimeth can use magic stuff too.
Who is?
Whereas I'm completely melee, really.
Just as a thing, Kimeth would be the better one to have fighting with us, right? Rather than Guard at this point for like
Or
range
me.
combat.
Why? Oh.
Or
That's my point,
Keothi.
or me.
Yeah, or Keothi.
Maybe.
We're trying to play We're trying to play Final Fantasy, and we're trying to swap out our characters for the ranged ones.
I have a good plan.
No,
I have a
It's a
plan.
good idea.
Yes, I have a good
Let
one.
me
Okay.
see her.
Okay. Well, I'll put them on the initiative order then, just because.
Put them both on. Put them both on.
They're doing things. I don't think I. Oh no, I do have an image for Kimeth. That's right, because he fought alongside you guys before.
Becky, you're gonna love me.
That's actually reversed. Guard would be up here. Kimeth would be over here. And I will roll their initiative as well, but they are currently just maneuvering the boat until told otherwise.
Also, I only have one use of the channel divinity from Soulmender, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Good. So that's everybody. I will sort the initiative. Keothi, you are up first.
Fuck.
Should I take over, do you think, guys? Do you want me to steer? I'm useless. I can't hit this thing.
Go, go,
do
go.
you have proficiency in water vehicles?
Do any of us?
Probably not.
Then I can just row.
You can. You can go replace Guard at the row. Also, Guard's name is totally wrong.
Does it say? Go cryptid.
Weird.
So should I go replace? Should I replace Guard, guys?
Go,
Yeah?
go, 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 go.
Okay. Guard will, as you run over, Guard sort of like gets pushed aside, and you grab the oars from him. It's like, okay.
I need you.
All right. Guess I'll go help them. And Kimeth will spend his turn steering the boat, as the boat will move forward another 30 feet this turn. The shark is going to close the distance between yourselves and the boat, as it just takes a dash action to do so. Nori, you're up.
Ooh, ooh, cool. So the shark is hexed. Give me a second. I'm going to do what all warlocks do. An Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Blast.
Right? Yeah. Because
Okay.
what does how does the hex work again with it? It's
Every time you hit something that's hexed, it gets dealt an additional 1d6 necrotic damage.
okay. And is there? Did I put a
Sweet.
way to turn my hex on here? Or I think maybe it already does it. I don't remember. I guess we'll see. We'll figure it out. Anyways, Eldritch Blast, and I cast what? 3 of them?
2.
2? 2.
You cast 3 at level 11. We're a little bit away from that.
1,
Ooh.
And then I add a d6, right?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Max
That's
damage
a
roll on that.
perfect roll, yeah.
So 16
damage.
Okay,
You blast
then...
the shark in the face as it's approaching, and you see blood spurt out from its nose and teeth.
Cool, and then I'm gonna shoot another one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Also hits.
Okay,
if there's
with
any
my
question.
1d6.
Yep.
10.
The second shot takes in one of the gills, and you can see the shark's kind of slant crazily off to his side before correcting itself again, looking bloodied and pissed off.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action and Maddening Hex, which attacks both the shark and the Sahuagin because he's on top of him.
Yep.
And it's psychic damage, charisma modifier. My charisma modifier is 4, so they both take 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
Holy shit.
You can see the shark is faltering in the water, and the Sahuagin on its back just like sort of holds its head briefly before shaking it. And
On hearing all that commotion, I'm just shouting, "Go on, Margo!"
fair enough. That brings us to you, Xylia.
Okay. This boat is much smaller than it looks, right?
Yes.
In that case,
I'm moving too. Sorry, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm gonna move. You know what? I don't need to. I'm gonna move to the stairs, to the bottom of the stairs, and I'm gonna shout, Kimeth to join us and get the hell up, and I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Keothy and tell her to take both oars and row on both sides.
She can already.
She's already.
So that a single person could row.
The boat's a lot smaller than what this looks like, so we have one person rowing and one person steering the rudder. So Keothy took over rowing, and Kimeth is currently steering the rudder.
Oh, interesting. Okay, fuck that then. I'm going back up to where I was. I'm not moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a step to the very back of the boat. Would this be in? Like,
okay.
If I moved out of this, would I move? Like, would I proc a opportunity of attack from them?
Yeah, he's within melee range of you from there.
Okay, I'm going here instead then.
Okay.
And I'm casting lightning bolt since they're in the water, directly at both of them.
Okay. Shark needs to make a dex save. Sahuagin needs to make a dex save. Jesus Christ. Oh, they both fail it.
Let's go!
The bolt rips the shark in half, spraying bloody chum into the air all around. And also tears through some of the Sahuagin's armor, and you can see black streaks coating its body where the electricity went in, and then it back in through the shark afterwards.
Hell yes.
It does not look like a healthy boy, and it does not look very fucking pleased.
I'm gonna say, you picked the wrong fight today, and then I'm gonna go hide again.
Alright. From the shark's dying corpse, the Sahuagin leaps onto the deck of the ship, brandishing a trident, yes, and a net in its other hand. And it is going to throw the net at you, Xylia.
No! What
with
do I
an
need
18 to hit.
Oh, it's just an attack roll?
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. It's going to use its bonus action to reel you directly up to it, and then stab at you with the trident.
Oh god, okay.
16 hit?
It does, but hold on.
Does he have shield prepared today?
Yeah, shield. Yeah, I'm casting shield.
Alright,
Will
so you
the
cast
wizard
shield.
not have shield prepared? Holy nuts.
Since I've had it, I have never taken it off.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. On my wizard, I was the same.
Good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Remy, seeing the net on you, is going to try and cut you free.
Oh, hell yeah.
With a longsword attack on the net for 15 to hit.
The net gets destroyed because it has 5 HP.
Yeah, destroys the net. You're no longer restrained. The ropes just sort of uncurl off of you as the main anchor is destroyed of it. And then we'll whip the sword around and take a strike at the Baron for a 15 to hit, which does not hit, unfortunately. And I don't think Remy has any decent bonus actions, so that will be Remy's turn. Actually, no, Remy's going to cast Divine Favor because, I don't know. I don't know what else to do with Remy. Not my character. Guard, meanwhile, from where he's standing, is going to run up the boat this way to see what's going on. And Guard will Magic Missile.
Never fails, baby.
At the Sahuagin, dealing 4, 5, 2, 11 damage. As little bolts of force come flying out of Guard's hand, knocking the Sahuagin up against the railing of the ship again. Keothi, you're up.
Row, row, row your boat.
I'm still steering.
Okay.
Anyone want these?
So you keep going. Kimeth, kind of glancing over his shoulder occasionally, is looking at the bear and then looking back at what he's doing. He's like, fuck. The shark is dead. Nora, you're up.
Yeet.
It's dead.
I have to use, what is it? Is it a bonus action to
Yes.
transfer hex?
Yeah.
So, boop, hex, and I hex him.
Okay.
Beepity boopa with the
Boppity boopity.
strength check. Why
Okay.
not? So I'll hex his strength, and I'm gonna do a Tale as Old as Time. Eldritch Blast. Pew pew.
What else does a warlock do?
Pew.
Jesus Christ, these rolls today.
Pew. And then 1d6
will
on
hit.
both, right?
Yep. 17, 19,
Pew, 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 pew.
25 damage. Jesus Christ. One hits him, the second hits him, and he staggers backwards into the railing again just as he was sort of like starting to get up off of it. And he teeters slightly on it and manages to stay up on the boat.
Cool.
Xylia.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
He's looking pretty fucked up, right?
Yeah. He's bloody, covered in lightning scars.
Can I say instead of him regaining his balance, I'm gonna grab him to keep him on the boat,
Okay, yeah.
and I'm gonna cast Magic Missile. I'm gonna do it at 2nd level just to make sure it finishes him off. So that should be, I think, 4 Magic Missiles.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. So you
Hell
grab
yeah.
hold of him and then just chuck magic missiles directly into him.
I'm gonna
each one popping into him.
grab him by the throat and cast
Calm
Magic
down,
Missile from the
son.
same hand.
No. What's wrong with you?
There's a wet impact on the 3rd missile, and you can see the missile tear through his throat, and the 4th missile just makes the hole wider to the point where the hand holding his throat closes and his head rolls off the top.
Picked the wrong fight today.
He's super dead and probably regrets it. So the shark's corpse is now at least 30 feet away from you sailing the ship. The Baron is aboard the ship as a corpse, and that is combat.
I don't know what it is. When Xylia fights on the water, he just loses it, dude.
I need to stop worrying about CR because clearly it's not a good indicator with a warlock on the team. A warlock and a paladin, honestly, though the paladin didn't contribute this time as much.
30 damage lightning bolt, I'll take it.
Yeah,
Also,
right? Yeah.
You guys got like maximum damage on that one.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking nuts.
Well, I rolled a couple of 1s on the lightning bolt, I think. I just got lucky with like half the rolls. Let me check.
Well, I rode us out the way, so...
Hell yeah, get it, Keothi.
Yeah, I rolled 3 6s, 2 1s, a 5, and a 3. God, what is the max? That's 8d6.
Yeah, lightning bolt's a strong fucking spell.
Holy shit.
I would say the only better spell at level 3 is probably fireball because it has a better AoE.
But on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot riskier to use that on a boat.
Yep. I'll take that though.
And I mean, they're in a line anyway, so it didn't matter. But
That was great. The moment I saw that he was on top of him, and I was like, maddening hex. I was like, yes, be near one another.
Seeing all the glistening parts on the Sahuagin's body beforehand, I'm gonna quickly. Well, I'm assuming there's
Loot the
nothing else around
body.
us. Yeah, I'm going into a straight-on, full-on loot.
I will help him.
As far as you guys can tell, there was absolutely nothing else following you. You're free to loot the body. Like I said, he's wearing like a bone chest plate. Probably doesn't give a whole lot of protection. It's a lot lighter than say like a steel breastplate, since it needs to actually be able to work underwater. And also Sahuagins don't work with fire, so they can't really forge things.
What?
Huh? The trident is a mishmash of bones and rope tying it all together to make a spiky stick.
Could they potentially work with heat though if they got really low down into the ground where there's those vents in the ocean that the super hot
well, you wouldn't be able to do metallurgy because the water would then cool the metal too quickly to actually
even if
forge
the
it.
water's super hot?
It doesn't matter. Water leaches the heat off the metal faster than you do heat it.
True.
Yeah, I mean part of forging is quenching the metal so that it super cools really fast. So it would be very hard, if not impossible, to actually shape metal.
I was just curious if it's super heated water, right? Like if it's lava temperature water, how does water that is that hot quench the metal?
Like the pit that we found in the Sahuagin cave, where they were sacrificing people.
And I'm also just talking about in real life. There are these massive underwater heat pit things in the ocean that are
there's a lot of volcanoes and everything
that would boil you alive. So it's if it's that hot, how does that work with the heat and then the water? That's all I was thinking about. We don't need to get caught up on this. My brain just went ooh shiny.
It's an interesting question. I'm not sure.
Geology today.
Yeah. I'm trying to help the Sahuagin
technically that's
people.
the study of metallurgy, but
yeah, I'm trying to help the Sahuagin people out. All right, I'm trying to get them their armor.
You don't want them to get armor.
I mean, if they're all like this guy, not too worried.
Next time I'll throw more at you.
Okay.
Do it.
We'll kill all of them. Fireball! We're going down with this shit.
We're going down
Flashbacks.
with this shit.
But yeah, other than those two things, there doesn't seem to be anything else on him.
Oh, boring. I'm gonna take the shiny looking shells at least.
Okay.
The pretty shells.
Yeah, they're little glittery, sort of semi-reflective shells.
How many is there?
At least 2 cupped hands full of little shells.
We could make a crown.
2 handful of reflecting shells.
They kind of look like some of them are if you've seen Powa shells. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there's some of those. There's some of more reflective sort of oyster shells. And just they're nice and glittery. They catch the sun if you're at a not too deep enough depth. Make you look special underwater. I don't know.
Okay.
Is it safe to say that I can take a short rest as we continue our trip?
Yeah, I would say so.
Do we want
Give me back that spell slot, son.
Should I throw the...
I am maintaining concentration on my hex, though, in case I need it in the next 8 hours.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Did you have a question, Bran, or was it just the sneeze?
No, I was gonna say, should we throw this Sahuagin back into the ocean?
Well, he ain't staying on my ship.
Hey, Kenneth.
Remy? I can't lift this fucking thing.
Remy will pick up the corpse and slowly slide it over the railing until there's like a plopping splash on the back of the ship.
I like how Deo really likes to kill two birds with one stone in like regards to traumatizing characters, because we're on the water and then Remy's mom got killed by the Sahawag. You know, it's just it's good. You're like constantly like, how can you
Holy fuck.
continue and how can you perpetuate the PTSD of this D&D group? Put them on the open water, have them be attacked by fish people. By the end of this, we actually all just get committed to mental facilities. That's how this ends.
Kimeth Institute for Broken People. Oh god.
But yeah, the day will go on until night. You guys continue playing some Buno, rowing the boat, switching out.
One question too, would Remy have any knowledge? Is it normal for it just one Sahuagin individual to come and like try and raid a ship? Like, would Remy have any knowledge in regards to, should we be keeping a lookout? Was that probably just like a search party? If he doesn't come back, people are going to come look for, like, logically, like what their tactics are?
Let us see. Remy makes a history check. Remy's fairly positive that he's not entirely sure why a single Sahuagin would come, but
nothing changes.
can't really speak to the logic of Sahuagin. They are a mystery.
Okay, big bummer. I think we should still have rotating shifts of people.
Well, someone's gonna have to be rowing anyway, right?
Yeah, but they're kind of like focused on rowing, right? So maybe we have like rower and lookout.
That's fair.
Yep. Remy can also keep up with the boat for a while in the water itself if you want somebody looking out beneath the waters.
Yeah, but I'm worried about that precious boy.
That's my little blue boy.
Yeah. Let's just keep an eye above. I don't want to put one of them in the water. I don't want to put anyone in the water. Especially when they're players not here. We just dipped your little fish boy in the water and caught a whole bunch of Sahuagin.
Dunk. Yeah. Where's the money, Lebowski?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you could keep watch for the next few hours, though it becomes sort of pointless when the sun begins to set, as it's almost impossible to make out anything that far anyways. Especially because your night vision is ruined, as there are now lanterns hanging from various parts of the ship to give light to those actually on board, and trying to see out from that is incredibly difficult, even if you have dark vision. But seemingly, as you're traveling and having a quick break to eat your nightly rations, you can hear in the distance a familiar sound.
No.
Very, very far off, though.
It sounded like it was right next to me, though.
Yeah, well, fucking Sirenscape decided to bump the volume all the way up to 80% when it was supposed to be like 10%.
The boat's the dragon.
We're sailing on a dragon!
There we go, that's...
a lot better.
Yeah, that makes more sense. And the previously mostly clear skies, you can see clouds are now rolling in at an incredibly fast rate from the north directly over the ship, and continuing way over the sky even beyond. And it starts to rain and thunder almost immediately as soon as they pass over. And Kimeth is obviously a little bit jumpy the second he hears the roaring sound, as he's been through the PTSD of actually being through an attack from it. And the seas immediately start to become choppy, and waves start rolling in a lot harder on you all.
Xylia is crying.
It's okay. Come here, have a cuddle.
More than once, the ship crests a wave and then slams down into the water hard enough to make your teeth jar.
There wasn't enough time for a short rest, right? Did we confirm that? Okay.
Yeah.
You could just passively sort of take a short rest.
I'm not used to water that much,
No, this is the first time you've been on a boat, like on actual ocean, Keothi.
I don't like it.
And
sit next to me.
fairly soon you can see waves that are coming up higher than the boat, and the boat has to slowly crest over it and then slam down on the other side, or come down at immense speeds. And this is before Kimeth can really do anything about, pulling up the sails or stowing the oars or doing any of the things that need doing. And I'm going to start what I like to call a skill challenge.
Oh no.
As
We're
the boat is
all
starting to take
die.
the boat is starting to take heavy damage from the waves. And the dragon roaring in the distance doesn't help, as you're all on edge. So yeah, I'll need each of you to roll me initiative checks. Again, Kimeth is sort of needed at the helm of the boat, but Guard can help.
Oh.
Although Guard has little to no seafaring experience either, so...
But he's a smart boy.
Yes, a smart boy that lives in the future where sailing isn't a thing.
You don't know that.
I do, actually. I made this world.
You don't know that.
We're still missing Remy, because I'm Remy.
I'm Remy.
It's Remy's not 20. Never mind, almost.
Almost.
Good enough.
I think out of all of you, I think Remy would probably have the most experience with ships.
I feel like Remy's a pretty
good.
ship experienced boy.
True. All right. So Remy looks around looking for what needs doing and establishes first. He should probably take care of the sails in these incredible winds, as the boat is now currently being dragged to the side. You can feel the boat sort of lurch almost like diagonally on the water at times, and the now soaking
Turbulence.
wet planks of the ship makes a very nice slip and slide.
Getting seasickness from my chair, bruh.
I would think
I'm
so.
getting slight anxiety from what you're describing.
Slight.
So Remy's going to take the dash action to make his way over to the rigging of the back sails, because as the ship is lurching like this and the decks are wet, everything is difficult terrain. And that will have to be his turn, as he's used up all his movement and action doing that. Meaning we're at Keothi.
I want to hide wherever I can.
Just gonna hide below deck.
I'm scared.
You can do so. There is like a cabin beneath where Kimeth is standing.
But we need help.
I'm just gonna shout at Remy. What do you need me to do?
Bring up the sails. We're gonna pitch over.
Okay, I want to pull on whatever rope I need to pull up to get the sails to go down.
Okay. The ones in front or the ones in back? Because I think you can make it to either of them.
Front. I don't know.
Okay. So you can move up to the sails then, and you can make me a sleight of hand check as you're trying to undo the knots quickly.
Oh, God.
Oof. The ropes are soaking wet and crusted over with de-spray from earlier in the day, and your hands are just slipping all over them as you're trying to undo the knots. And you're like, you've brought it to the point where now you've brought your mouth over to it, and you're like pulling at it with your teeth, but it's slow going.
Very salty.
Yeah, it does not taste good. Guard.
Remy!
Guard will run down to the mid deck, taking dash action as well, over to where the oars are, and that will be his turn. Xylia.
Looking around, is the ship falling apart? Is there any holes? Is there anything?
You can see the oars themselves are slamming into the railing of the ship as the waves are like catching them and slamming them up against it. The way that the ship is currently lurching, it's getting hit by the waves occasionally. You could hear the boards of the ship making bad creaking noises. And you can hear the masts, and you can already see on the masts themselves small little cracks in the wood appearing.
I'm gonna run up to the cracks in the wood on the mast and start casting mending if I can.
Okay. You can do so. If you can make it, you're still up on the deck, and every surface is currently considered difficult terrain.
Oh, fuck.
Would he, if we were just chilling after the battle and it's been that extended period of time, is that where we all would just be chilling anyway?
Where do people rest?
It's where you left yourselves.
Oh, I wouldn't have taken a short rest there.
I wish you would have told us to. I wish you would have told us to set ourselves where we would be hanging out at a certain point in time. We stay on the deck of the ship for hours.
You could be below deck. That wouldn't be any better.
Okay. What about the crow's nest areas? Anything like that? Is there any?
There is a crow's nest. You can climb up to the crow's nest from where you're standing. There, you can see there's like the rigging here that you could climb up to if you wanted.
Is there anything that would need doing up there?
Not really. Not unless you think you can look out at something to help.
Maybe to look for clear fucking areas and clear sky. It's the best I can fucking do realistically. Climbing is not Xylia's forte.
You can also take the dash action to get somewhere you want to be and be there for the next turn.
Also true.
Well, I also have something else that I think I could do, but I don't know if I'd be able to. It'd definitely be cooler, but again, I don't know if... Can I thunderstep from the ocean?
If it's viable.
So long as you're not submerged, because I'm pretty sure it still has a vocal component.
It's not worth risking. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll take the dash action and just... I'll go over to the mast and get ready to cast mending.
Okay. So it's Xylia and Nori.
Couldn't he have made it to this mast if he was right here and he's got 30 movement? 5.
Difficult terrain.
Oh, it's difficult terrain. Okay.
I could only make it like here without dashing. It's an extra 5 feet.
What
Well,
so we see the oars being fucked up. We see the masts needing to be get put down, right? And those are like the 2 things that we should probably be doing.
Yes.
Okay. Are there more ropes like on this side that are there ropes or oars within the 15 feet of movement that I can move that I can get to do something to?
The oars are where guard is currently standing, so no, that would be 20 feet away from you. The ropes are right here, so yeah, 10 feet.
Okay, I'll move 10 feet and I'll do whatever I need to do to try and help with the ropes.
Okay, sleight of hand check. Unfortunately, much like Keothi, you're struggling to get those ropes untied from the, I don't know, what are they called? Those like metal hooks that stick out. Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about, but you're trying to get it unknotted and it's not working. You see Keothi across the boat starting to go at it with her teeth, and it's clearly not working, so you don't start doing that either. Since you prize your teeth a little bit more than the barbarian. You don't want to look like the kind of person who opens bottles with their mouth.
I'll just start gnawing.
Angie, I bite.
I just start gnawing on the rope with my pointed teeth.
Fair enough. Okay, that brings us to the beginning of the round, and as the boat is rocked by yet another wave, the entire thing pitches dangerously off to the sides, and I will need a dexterity saving throw from each of you to avoid slipping.
Cool.
That's the ones at the top left, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, fuck. Nori, Xylia, and Keothi, you all slip 10 feet off to the north on this map, but it would be to the left of the ship.
DM says
Or
fight.
starboard.
Cool. DM says skill check.
Wait.
North,
Well,
not...
you said to the left.
Yeah, to the left on the ship. I said to the north on this map, but it'd be like left of...
Okay.
I can only go 5 feet, so...
I have a big mast thing in the way.
So, Nori, roll me a d6.
Oh, no.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage as you're slammed up against the mast, and as you're fumbling around with everything.
What am I rolling?
Yeah.
10 feet would send me overboard.
Okay, then you need to roll me a d6 and roll me another dexterity save. Fuck.
Is that 5 damage?
You take 5 bludgeoning damage as the railing catches you in the hips, and make me a dex save to see if you flip over them.
Oh!
you don't flip over them. You manage to catch yourself on the railing as you hit it. You got a bruised ass hip bone, but otherwise, you ain't pitching over the side today. At least not yet. Becky, you have to type /R 1d6. Alright, so you two will take 4 bludgeoning damage as your hips also slam into the railing. Yeah, because it was 15 feet. And I will need you to make me a dex save as well.
Oh no.
Which I think you have advantage on as a barbarian? Because it's considered a trap, sort of.
Oh,
or,
well. Becky
save,
shouldn't have slipped then, because she rolled a 22 if it's advantage.
True. Fair enough. So you don't take damage and you don't slip.
I'll add my 4 back on.
So you're back over here, not slipping and sliding.
I kind of want to know what it would have been
a...
out of curiosity to see if he'd have gone overboard.
Wait, hold on. I think Guard failed too, didn't he? No, he didn't. Guard didn't fail, but Remy still needs to make his check. Yeah, Remy didn't roll.
Should we find out if it had gone overboard though?
Yeah, do it.
Sure.
Oh, Remy.
Remy slips. Remy slips bad.
You would not have
failed.
failed. Holy shit.
Remy takes a whole 1 damage.
And we're now holding hands.
But will have to make another dex save as they hit.
Yo, it's a good
Remy.
Good job, Fish Boy can fucking swim.
Remy slides back, lightly hits the railing, and turns to you, Xylia, to be like, "That was close," and then just the boat rocks again, and Remy goes, "Whoa!" just flips off the side of the boat.
Xylia goes to grab, but realizes there's absolutely no chance either way that he could even hold Remy back. Kind of just looks in disbelief.
In this darkness, you see Remy go over the edge, and you don't see Remy anymore. Just gone.
I'm gonna ask you a question, because I don't know. How would Xylia be feeling right now? Like, not... Because he doesn't remember shit. He doesn't know anything.
You mean about your previous experiences on a boat?
Yeah.
This entire situation is just filling you with a feeling of dread. Whether or not that's a normal amount of dread for being caught in a ship in a storm, or PTSD, you're not sure. It definitely feels incredibly uncomfortable to be here, and you are fighting against a paralysis of choice.
Okay.
Being, should I run below deck and hide and cry, or should I be helping out?
That's what I'm doing against my better judgment.
Could I have, just out of curiosity, could I have cast Feather Falling on Remy as a reaction?
Yeah, you can.
So he can try and stay aboard, or like grab the side of the boat?
60 feet per round, he would still fall directly into the water.
Okay,
because you're not 60 feet over the water.
I didn't mean to click it. I meant to expand it so I could read it.
Okay, that's fair. Then the boat will actually still take damage as it is buffeted, and you can see the oars slam against the hull. The wave hits the ship at a bad angle. Everything's just bad. Your teeth are jarred as the ship slams back down after a wave. So the hull will take 20 damage.
Oh. Do we know how much? No, we don't.
No, it looks bad though. You can see parts of the railing are just ripped off by a wave that hits. And there's definitely boards further down on the ship that got torn off. The oars take damage too. And the masts take damage.
We're dead.
No, you're still fine.
No, we're dead.
Like I said, right? Combat, no problem. Skill check, we all shit ourselves.
Remy is currently in the ocean. And will begin to try and get back on the boat via the rigging on the side of the ship. Zylia, you could see just off the side of the ship a blue hand reach up, grab one of the ropes hanging off the side, and slowly Remy just
You got this, Remy.
And he'll pull himself onto the side of the ship, just sort of prone and wheezing. Keothi, that'll bring us to you.
I try and get the mast down again.
Okay, make me another sleight of hand check.
Come on!
Slipping and sliding around, and actually when you made that deck save before to not slide, you accidentally were holding onto the rope and you tightened the knot in doing so. It happens. Anything else, Keothi?
I'm getting rage without meaning to here.
It happens. Anything else, Keothi? Movement, bonus actions?
Can I run towards the thing to try and reach Remy?
You can, yeah. No, Keothi has 20 feet of movement. Oh, no, wait. Well, you could get right up to Remy, if you wanted.
I want to save my blue boy.
Oh, he's on the boat. He's fine.
He might need me.
Okay, fair enough.
You're really close to the railing, and this ship is going to pitch again, and you could potentially get knocked overboard. So it may be helpful to put yourself somewhere where
which way will the boat pitch this time?
Yeah,
you don't know.
But if she backs up in the way those,
middle, right?
True, between the stairs.
If you back up between the two stairs, you're covered on both sides. So unless the ship pitches forward or back, you've made a little safety box for yourself.
I'm sorry, Luca. In case the ship does what?
I don't remember what I just said.
Forward and back and forward and back.
Forward and back. No. Like, no.
There's stairs over here as well, Keothi.
Behind the mast.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
sorry,
instead of pitching over the side of the ship,
I'm just trying to help. I don't want to see you die.
Instead of pitching over the side of the ship, you just slam back and forth repeatedly.
Hey, that's better than being in the ocean for pretty much any of us aside from Remy. I'm just saying. I'd rather be bludgeoned to death than drowned to death.
Oh, fair enough.
Listen to Nori, by the way.
Guard from where he is going to grab both oars and use a athletics check to try and stow them back onto the ship.
Get a
Come on, God. Come on, God.
Oh my God.
I'm done. I'm just kill the ship, kill all of us. New campaign. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over it.
What the fuck?
What are these dice rolls? Why is this loaded against us? Why can't we have nice things?
I am moving. I am going to move here using my 10 feet. And the ropes that people are trying to get undone. Would Xylia know? Does it matter if they're destroyed or
if they're destroyed?
Right
you won't be able to whatchamacallit, bring the sails back down later.
Except for the fact that all of us have rope in our backpack, so I think we can make something.
We will quite literally find a way. I'm using the adamantite dagger that is really good at cutting through things to just slice the fucking rope and get it done.
Yep.
All right. No check needed on that. You just put the adamant dagger against it, slice it. The sail just unfurls completely, goes slack, no longer keeping any of the wind.
Sweet.
Get it, son.
Oh, and I'm staying where the fuck I am. In fact, you know what? I'm not. I'm gonna stand next to Nori this way because it's already rocked that way. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna go the other way. I'm gonna just stay there.
So now instead of having the sails, actually catching the wind and pushing the boat, now they're just flapping crazily in the wind.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube ship.
Yeah.
Can God just repeat that on command?
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube ship. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube ship.
I'm no longer programmed. You can't make me do this.
Yeah, he got too much water in his circuit board.
Good God.
He's just blue screen of deathing on his face. A little frowny face, a little emoticon frowny face. Wah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Nori.
Is there anything else that I need to cut on this side?
No, that would be both sails. Both sails in the back. I'm not doing individual checks for each one.
And Keothi has sharp things to cut.
Presumably, yes.
Turn. And so outside, other than cutting, what else do we need to do?
Bring the oars in.
Okay. That's an athletics check. I'm not very strong. I also can barely get to them, and if I do that, I'm gonna be out in the middle of this boat, and I'm not interested. I'm going to 5'10". Can I use my action to wrap a rope around Remy's waist and tie him off somewhere onto the ship?
Clever.
It'd be another action to then tie the other end of the rope. So you could start with Remy, and then
just
tie it against something else, or just hold it.
And we both can go off the ship together.
At least one of you can swim well.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense for both of us to be in the water, because then the good swimmer would have to try and save the not good swimmer, which doesn't make any sense. Fuck.
God. Why are these more stressful than normal combat? These are way more stressful than normal combat.
Yeah.
Because normal combat, one of you might die. This, everybody could fucking die.
And we're way worse.
Also true.
Very true.
What if I take, instead of doing a double tie off, I take the rope, I just put it around Remy's waist, and then I tie him to the banister. So it's just a wrap around and tie.
That's clever.
I'm not tying twice, I'm only tying one time.
There's no guarantee it'll actually hold Remy, because if he hits the railing and flips, he'll just flip out of the rope anyways.
No, don't do it. You might hang Remy or something by accident. That's also, a terrible idea. No, don't do it.
I meant more.
That would be a horrible thing.
I meant more. There's steps here, right? So there's a banister on this outside part too. It's not just the side of the ship. So the banister there, my brain is thinking, I'm doing it around his midsection and tying him to.
Wait,
do you see what I'm saying?
Like directly to it, so there's no room to move.
Yeah.
Like a hostage.
Yes. It's better than him falling off the boat again.
Unless the boat, sinks and then he's stuck wrapped in that.
Remy
he has
is like
a fucking
he can breathe underwater.
sword.
Yeah,
he
Remy
has a
is
sword
like
and he can breathe underwater.
yeah,
like,
Remy is like one of the best, probably the best option to be in the water though.
Yeah, but that's fine. But I'd rather him not have to take another extra fucking turn to do that. I mean, I guess either way
He'd have
he's
to
gonna
take a turn to
have to
undo
cut
himself,
himself
though.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd rather that than him be in the water and something else happen and him not get back on this boat. I don't know.
Fair.
Right? Like I don't care if he can swim,
Makes
well, I don't want him
sense.
in the water in the first place. So I want to do that. So around his torso.
Okay.
Okay. Do I do that?
Make a sleight of hand check if you want to tie it off.
Fucking sleight of hand checks all the goddamn time.
I'm gonna call a 3.
Fuck your sleight of hand check.
Almost.
You tie Remy off. He's tied up against the banister.
Dope. And then I use the rest of my 5 feet of movement to get some cover by the stairs and huddle down, so if I get the boat rocks that way I can instead of flipping over. Does that make sense? Low center of gravity. Low center of gravity. I'm not flipping over any railings. Okay.
All right. So
Wait, why are you laughing? What happened?
GM rolls.
Ship damage, it says 40, and this is gonna, I don't want this.
Okay, so not as bad this time around. This time the ship keels over to the right, but not nearly as bad as last time. So I'll need everybody to make me a dexterity save first, including Guard and Remy.
I'm against the fucking wall. This
You should be fine because you're against that wall.
You'll just take damage.
Even if he's huddled directly against the wall and the ship keels, you're already leaning against the wall, so how do you take damage?
The rope's clearly just hit him in the face.
That's what I was going for.
I'm just asking for physics. I'm just asking for physics.
The rope hit him in the face, let's be fair. The wacky flailing inflatable tube sail did it.
You get bitch slapped across the face.
Keothi, you move down only 5 feet, so you don't slam against the railing. Nori, you do slam against the railing on the mast side.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll take a d6, and Xylia, I guess, doesn't take damage because you're pedant.
we can do it and just hit my head against it or something because it was a judder. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I feel like if we take our movement and strategically place ourselves, we should be rewarded if it makes sense.
I'm rewarding you by not tossing you over the fucking edge of the ship.
I'll take the damage. I don't mind. Okay, Xylia's dead now.
Yeah. And he died.
Bonk.
I'll take the damage. I'm now dead.
Wizard life, dude.
Okay. That's the hull damage, as more of the railings are torn off. The sail damage for the front sail.
Every time you've rolled, you've gotten a max one at least once.
Every
roll. Jeez.
The oars are splintered, and you can see one of them is bent sort of at a crazy angle now. Not great, but possibly still repairable. That brings us to Remy, who made his save and will have to untie himself in order to get unfastened, but then will make his way towards the oars, and will stay in the center of the ship for now. Keothi.
How far's that? Hang on. I was gonna see if I can grab the oars.
We still need to cut the
do the
mast. We still
sails.
need to cut the mast.
Could I not swing at the mast while I go and grab the oars?
Well, so you could move to the oars, but you can't do both this turn.
You could prepare for next turn, though. As in, cut the mast and then move to the oars so you're there for next turn.
Well, yes, but moving to the oars would put her in peril. Whereas she could just get there next turn anyways.
Yeah, because I think I should be able to reach it from here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna slash the ropes.
Okay. Yeah, you two can slash the ropes, and the front sails are now billowing, giving absolutely no actual movement to the ship anymore.
Could I try and grab the ropes just to sort of like try and pull and hold them so that
You could, but that would sort of defeat the purpose of you having done what you did.
No,
We want to leave.
pull them down, like to stop. Yeah, it's fine.
By cutting them, we like don't have, well, because yeah, technically the way it works, right? You unhook it and then the masks come down so that they're not up anymore. That's like typically the ropes, right, are tied to something that.
Yeah, but you guys just cut the securing ropes.
Yeah.
So now they're just billowing out. You didn't cut the ropes that allows you to pull up the sail to begin with.
Okay.
Yeah, if you did that, that wouldn't have done anything. You would have just been fucked and had no way to stow them. I'm assuming you were smart enough not to do that.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm giving you guys benefit of the doubt.
Oh, okay.
We fucking need benefit of the doubt right now.
Right now, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Guard is going to try and stow the oars again.
Please, guard, for the love of God. You sweet child.
Yes.
Thank you.
As he'll yank both oars back on board and then stuff them underneath one of his arms, and he will bring them over here
It's about
as he huddles down as well. Xylia, that means we're at you.
Okay, first of all, looking around, what else would need doing?
This point, the sails are sort of just billowing wildly with really no direction. The oars are stowed. It's really just up to Kimeth at this point to steer the ship. And for you guys to get safe.
In that case...
Or help Kimeth.
Would I be able to... I'm assuming the underside of the ship is here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get myself underneath. And can I... Thinking how physics would work in this situation, can I cast Enlarge on the ship?
Yeah?
Well, surely, if you think about it...
the waves more places to hit.
Well, not
no,
really.
But the larger the ship, it should
the lower the
be
damage.
More stable.
Yeah, it's way more stable, and it's... think about it. Like, when you're in a tiny boat in a raging
More
torrent like
likely to
this,
capsize.
it's... Yeah, way worse than being in a big boat. So yeah, fuck it. I'm going to cast them... Because it enlarges everything on the ship, too. So it should...
Yep.
Enlarge all of us.
It would double the ship in size.
Yep. So I'm doing that.
Okay. Jesus Christ. It is only a minute long, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. As long as you think the storm's only going to last a minute.
Well, I don't, but with how quickly the waves have been damaging the ship, it'll at least last a couple of rounds.
Fair.
10 rounds, right? Yeah.
And it's the best
Yep.
thing that I can do right now, because, I mean, mending isn't going to do shit for the damage that it's done.
Fair enough. So you make the ship considerably larger. Give me a quick second here. Let me see.
I'm not a fan of this music right now. It's actually kind of scary.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically as well, not theoretically, but technically with the spell, because the ship's technically carrying all of us, we'd all be enlarged too, right? So we wouldn't really notice much of a difference.
No, you're not considered equipment that the ship is carrying. That's only for creatures that are enlarged.
Do we get to stay where we were originally, or have we just been moved
That's
now?
fair.
Sorry, what?
Have I moved here, or can I actually be where I said?
No, you're where you're standing.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, really? It wouldn't be where you left off?
No, because everything expands. It's not. Wait, yeah, no, I put her where she was. That's where she last was.
Yeah, it didn't say that originally.
Yeah,
No,
it was like here originally.
Yeah, it wasn't there before when I asked.
Yeah, so well, anyways, I put you where you're supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Xylia's turn. Nori, you're up.
It's me, Nori.
Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the waves. Fuck you, waves. Nah, it's all good. I'm gonna. Yo, I mean, I can't do anything else, so I guess I'm just gonna hunker down. Question mark. I ain't got anything else to do.
Okay.
Yeah? Question mark. I'm just gonna hang out. I'm chilling. That's all I got. I'm chilling in the safest space possible over here.
I'm like just below deck, by the way. Like I went down.
Well, it's not down. It's in. You're just going in through a door.
I went in.
Which is, so it leads to what's effectively what should be a room for like at most 4 people. So it's a little bit cramped.
8 people now, baby.
But yeah, at the beginning of the next round, Kimeth is able to now more reliably steer the ship through the waves. And through the rest of the storm, the ship doesn't take any more significant damage. There's still a decent amount of jarring hits to the hull throughout the rest of the night, but it does go pretty much all night. By the time the sun's first rays come up over the horizon, the clouds have all dispersed, and you guys are pretty much unrested, very tired. One could even say exhausted.
What?
As you haven't slept all night. And Kimeth is currently draped over the wheel of the ship, looking like he is just dirty laundry.
Time to kill Kimeth.
Soaked, miserable, and tired.
Can we do repairs to the ship while it's still sailing?
Yeah, nothing too large scale, and you don't have like a huge amount of like replacement lumber for things.
No, but I am proficient in carpenter's tools, so I can make do.
I will also cast mending on what I can, just to minimize work that.
So
needs
you're
to be
able
done.
to repair like small damage to the ship where there's like cracks and whatnot, but you can't like fuse old boards back in place, mostly because they're gone. They were torn off by the waves themselves. But the masts and even the ropes that you cut, you can mend back together again.
Sweet.
Once, you're able to actually get the ropes, which are currently dangling wildly off the sides of the ship. So unless somebody has Mage Hand, it takes... Oh, you do? Okay. So you're able to use Mage Hand to grab the rope and slowly bring it back towards the ship. Very slowly, mind you, because occasionally the wind hits it with more than 5 pounds worth of force and sends the hand fucking skittling off.
That's fine, we got this hand.
But you're able to mend the ropes, bring the sails back in. The oars are busted to shit, but still operational. One of them is weirdly bent in a way that now it's no longer about like directly rowing it. You kind of have to finagle how it's angled so that you're getting force into it.
Like a spoon.
Almost, yeah. It's a bit like a spoon, except it's the handle of the spoon that's bent, not the flat part.
Oh God.
It's not very effective. It's a good thing you still have sail power because the oars aren't taking you too far.
It's like a spoon, but not even the scoopy part.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like one of those old ladles with the bent handles. A soup ladle.
But you're able to eventually make your way to Kalkarath about midday the next day. And yeah, so you make it through the storm feeling very worse for wear, but still alive, thankfully. No long rest for you, though.
I need mead, guys.
I need to get off the water.
And you do, as you pull into the docks, and Kimeth starts to finagle the ropes into place. You guys do dock at Kalkarath, feeling exhausted and bitter and just all around unhappy. crisp and wet. The first thing you notice as you're pulling in as well is that Kalkarath, the last time you were here was pretty, like, there was a lot of snow. Actually, you know what? I'll bring you to the map since I'm not sure if Keothu's seen it before. There's a lot of snow, like, towards the,
Felina. She's back.
Not quite.
This is where she went.
Towards the coastline, there's a lot of snow, and then further in, it goes into more grasslands as the breathing trees seem to warm up the area around them. As you're pulling in, however, you can see mounds of snow going all the way up, even past the breathing trees. And it seems like there's a lot of people hard at work shoveling said snow out of the way.
I'm for an 8-hour nap.
I'm about it, honestly. Wait, there's a mercenaries guild here, right?
Yes.
Do you wanna head over there? It's not far. I remember the way.
Can we sleep
I'm
there?
for an 8-hour
Yes, you
nap.
can.
Yeah, they have rooms.
Can I get mead there?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
It has everything.
Before you guys head out, Kimeth sort of like holds up a hand. What about the dockmaster's fee? I need to be able to pay to keep us docked here for at least a day.
What is the Dogmaster's fee, Kenneth?
I might be able to negotiate down to maybe 50 silvers a night.
I throw him 2 gold.
I like how
Alright.
annoyed you are acting when this man actively saved all of our lives by steering that ship. What do you want, Kevin?
I hand him 2 gold and just say,
You're
keep the rest.
inconvenient.
We
I'll
appreciate
get
the
our
help, but we're
docking
exhausted.
situation sorted with the harbor master. That's the word I'm looking for. And then I'm going to bed. I'm just gonna sleep in the cabin. And
Come with
if
us.
any of you guys want, why? I'm perfectly comfortable in my own house.
After all of that, you don't want to get a jug of mead and chill out for an hour before you go to bed? We could probably all do with it, to be honest.
Actually,
I
not a bad idea.
I throw him another gold
for
and
a
just say,
drink.
just meet us there in 5 minutes.
It's gonna take me a bit longer than that to negotiate with the harbor master, but I'll be there as soon as I'm done.
Sounds good.
And he'll waddle off the ship as well, trying to find his land legs. Then head over to the harbor masters, just off to the side over here. The mercenaries guild is this building all the way over here, so you can make your way there relatively easily.
Which one is it again? The big one?
No, this here.
Oh, fuck, okay.
This is like the inner marketplace of Kalkarath.
Where
Okay.
am I?
You're on the map. I just don't bother putting the whole party down typically, but I will. If you all want to head over to the Mercenaries Guild, you can.
Hell yeah.
Take Remy off because he's not here to control his own token. But yeah, you enter. The same wood elf guild master is behind the counter with the wooden mask covering up all her features.
Oh, hell yeah.
The only thing you can see per usual is her sort of tawny colored eyes looking at you as you walk in. She gives you just a brief wave before going back to whatever paperwork that she was working on.
I'm gonna go walk up to her. Is she the... What does she do here again?
Well, she's
She's not the
she's
bar
the guild
lady,
master,
right?
so she handles the bar and she handles the paperwork. This isn't one of the more popular mercenary guilds, or mercenary guild buildings,
Okay.
headquarters. That's very loud and unneeded. Some of these sound things are weird.
What time would it be roughly in the day?
It's about midday, so it's about like 1-ish p.m. at this point.
I'm just gonna say... It's been a really, really long past few days for us. How many rooms do you have available at the minute?
Most of them. Everybody sort of left town after those storms last night.
Yeah, I noticed it was desolate compared to last time we were here. You guys...
Yeah, well, normally it's safe around here from any sort of winter storms, but unfortunately with whatever the hell that was last night, a lot of people have taken off.
Yeah, that's very fair. Okay, so we're gonna need 5 rooms? 4 rooms?
6. Oh, well, I guess if Kimeth is staying on the boat, then 5.
Yeah.
Although I think Guard is staying back on the ship too, actually, since
Yeah,
he
just
technically can't really move around civilized areas without drawing a whole lot of attention to himself.
yeah. We'll say 4 rooms then.
Okay. Did you have any quests or anything to turn in, or do you want to take a look at what we had on the board? Or
Did we have any quests to turn in? We've already turned all of ours in.
Yeah, I think you've turned everything in.
I can't remember.
No, yeah, you turned in everything when you got to Quartz Cove.
Yeah, we did.
And met Keothi.
Yeah, because we split the money. Yeah, I remember. No.
We didn't pick anything else up after that.
No.
We killed the shark. We turned that one in.
Yep.
That was after Keothi.
Yeah, that was after.
Yeah, you turned that in Thrall Till Nog.
Yeah.
Because you went there to go get a
Pretty sure we had a clear slate.
You went there to go get a quest for the tunnels.
Yep.
Secret tunnel, tunnel. We did the tunnels. Did we turn that one in?
We didn't turn the tunnels in.
For the sewers?
I think we did. I think we did because we went and did it, and then we came back. We came back, and then after that, then the next day we went down. Okay.
You used the money that you got from that to pay
for the resistance
Mage and Roderick.
Oh yeah, and that too.
No quests.
I think we used the money that I won. We used the money that I won from him when Kimeth found out that he was cheating to pay that. But yes.
Okay. Either way.
We used the money for the potions, the acid resistance potions.
Right. Yes.
No quests. I don't think we're that interested in looking at the board anytime soon either. Like I say, it's been a long few days. Just looking to try our best to relax for the night.
Just looking to rest then? Shall I have the rooms prepared for you and
rooms and
immediately, please and thank you.
How much is the going rate for alcohol? Any of it?
Any of it? Even
all of it?
Well, all of it, you might be out of your price range just a little, but any of it, if you want the cheapest we have, I mean, depends. How drunk are you looking to get?
Very.
Obliterated.
Tell you what, 10 gold, and I will keep the cheapest alcohol flowing all night. For all 4 of you.
Straight over.
All right.
My man.
She puts 4 steins out on the counter in front of her and immediately fills all 4 of them for you.
And immediately, Keothi picks hers up and downs it in one and puts it back down and says,
fills it right back up. Before you can even say right, she fills it back up.
Oh, can we get
Good
some
service.
What was it that Remy liked to drink? What was that?
His mushroom beer?
Yeah, do you have any of the...
that's back in Quartz Cove.
You don't have any of that stuff?
Not anymore.
No.
Have you got any weaker
sort of
stuff that doesn't necessarily taste like alcohol that's, refreshing?
Maybe a bit fruity?
Yeah, some nice,
We've got a dandelion cordial if you're interested, but it's pretty weak. Won't get you very drunk, and it's mostly what we give to the younger adventurers when they're, being braggarts.
We're getting Remy a fucking Capri Sun pack.
Yeah.
Here you go. You just stick the straw right into the pouch.
It's like we're taking our little brother to the beer garden.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, can we add a couple of those onto you?
Sure. She pulls out another stein and fills it with a little bit of cordial and hands it over to you.
Okay, thank you. I'll hand it over to Remy and say, try this.
Give that to Remy. Remy is perfectly capable of drinking it without coughing or spluttering. It's not too strong for him. It's, as I said, barely alcoholic. It's practically a wine cooler.
Sweet.
It's like a WKD.
Also, you guys, we've been away for God knows how long. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Well, you've had rations and whatnot.
We've had very simple, not very nice things. You guys want a meal?
That doesn't sound like steak.
It's not. It's hardtack and dried meat.
Actual good food for the night, so we can be fully rested and.
Kyoti's just nodding at you like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
can we get some real good food too to the table?
Sure. I've got stew. I've got pie. I've got
surprises.
A roast. Okay.
Well, surprise me.
Just put down. She'll give you guys like a rack of deer ribs, as well as a steaming hot what's basically like a steak and kidney pie if it was made out of deer meat.
I'll set a pie to one side for Kimeth because I'm pretty sure Kimeth likes pies.
He does. And when he does eventually arrive, he's very pleased to have a pie and pint.
Hell yeah.
A pie point with a pint of beer.
Yes.
And he just wordlessly settles into just munching and drinking, and looks like he's about to fall asleep at the table as he's doing so.
That's adorable.
He's like nodding off like just over his pie a couple times, and you see his beard like dip into it, pull back out, dip into it.
Saving it for later.
I'm just constantly prestidigitating his beard.
He's not even awake enough to notice.
It's fine. I'm keeping it clean.
Okay.
We got a homeboy.
I've also prestidigitated all of my clothes again, so they're back to...
There's also like a big pot in the middle of the table that's effectively just like a stew equivalent of hot pot.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's just filled with all sorts of random shit. It tastes
delicious.
Pretty much like any salty stew does, with all sorts of veggies and meat in it.
So
it's got no like clear indication of what's in it.
After the past week, it's quite literally the best thing we've ever tasted.
Yes.
That's where Xylia's living. He just keeps going back for seconds and thirds and fourth.
You basically have two steins, one for beer, one for stew, and you can take sips from either of them as you're going.
That's what we're gonna go with.
We're just gonna be lost in this sort of like food and alcohol coma. Like that's
lost
what we're
in the
doing.
sauce.
Yep.
By the time the rooms are prepared for you, you're not even entirely sure if you want to just sleep at the table at this point. Like,
I probably am. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Kimeth is, once he's done like his first few drinks, be it stew or pints of beer, he's basically asleep at the table, much of the same way that you guys found him originally, where he just like slowly drooling off to the side and one like pint still in hand, occasionally shifting his head enough to take another sip, and then
just looking a lot happier now, hopefully.
I'll just look at him and be like, some things never change.
Yeah, because you spent a lot of time watching him do that back in Quartz Cove.
Mm-hmm.
I threw water at him a couple of times.
He didn't wake up.
Oh. Well, what a past few days, eh? Everything's gone so quickly. But it feels like we've done a
mostly
lot.
Uneventful. Up until like the last day, basically.
Wait, so how long ago was it that we went into the door?
Well, so in
us,
like
we were there for what, like weeks?
For you guys, it's been almost a month.
What a month!
For
eh?
the world here on this end of time, it's been maybe 5 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with our time. It's This month has been fucking insane. It's been wild. How are you guys feeling? How you holding up?
I could use a nap of like 48 hours.
Probably not 48 hours, probably like 8 hours, since there's a giant dragon that's still, you know, rampaging and destroying people everywhere.
Well, I could
Speaking
use a
of-
nap of 48 hours, but that makes me think we're not going to get one.
Yeah,
What was the-
because what we're planning on going. Are we planning on going to what's his face first?
Fucking Talona.
Senezal?
Yes, I think.
So
That's what I'd want to do personally, but it's up to
is
everyone.
that the plan? Talona, and then from there, there's like a weapons cache or something.
Well, we're very close to Talona
East.
from here. It's like probably a really short boat ride away, or we could even go by land.
It's about a day ride. Or it's about a day by boat, much longer by land because you'd
Yeah.
have to go all around the continent.
And then...
We can go back to the main page really quick so I can see the map.
Mhm.
Do you
Sure.
mind?
The weapons cache is pretty fucking far from here, honestly. It's in the Golden Plains.
Yeah,
So-
it's like the northwesternmost tip of the Golden Plains.
So I guess let's go
I think we said
to Senezal
Talona.
first, and then we can go up to the Golden Plains from there. Maybe he'll have a way to get us there
Yeah,
faster.
Weren't we going to
Yeah.
go to see Senezal for that reason, to see if he could get us over there
Yes.
quicker?
Mhm.
I also wouldn't mind stopping off in Basmon at some point, but it's not a necessity. I just...
think giant rampaging dragon
Oh, yeah.
priority.
It is effectively on the way.
Mhm. It's
There are some
directly in the middle, pretty much.
Where are we?
Yeah.
Why are we stopping there for? What was that for?
It's where he's from, and part of his backstory, as far as he knows, it takes place in Boskmon.
It's the only thing I know from, what's his name? Valkyries?
We'd probably have.
From Valkyries.
We'd probably
yeah.
be able to take. We'd probably be able to, devote more time to it after we handle Monster Dragon. But I guess we can talk about that. My brain just thinks every day that Monster Dragon's still, you know, rampaging around the countryside. That's like hundreds of people that are dying.
Well, by the time we could get there, the dragon could even be there. The dragon could be at the Golden Plains. It's, like I say, it's not a necessity right now. It's more so.
Yeah, what's the dragon's mission again? The dragon's supposed to go find real
Dragon ha-
dragons and fuck them up.
Dragon
fuck
has
'em
no
up.
mission.
Sorry.
It's to-
I stopped talking halfway through that. Fuck them up. Sorry.
Okay, Nep, calm down.
Or Kyle.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
When else that kind of campaign?
Now I've just
No,
got
that's my
images in
Sunday
my head
campaign.
of
Yeah,
fucking...
our Sunday campaign
Our Sunday campaign, our fighter fucked a dragon.
Nep-
It's,
has a baby, but in human form, I guess.
yes, in all fairness.
Nep told me about Final Fantasy mods where Bahamut has a cock and fucking... what's the other dragon called?
Cockhammock.
What's
I hate this.
whatever the other dragon is
Midgar
has...
Stormer?
No, in
Nidhogg. No, you should
Tiamat?
see the size of his hog.
Tiamat? Maybe it's Tiamat. I don't know. It's the one in the fucking Ultimates in UCorp.
Twintania?
Twin, yeah, twin
Oh,
titties.
Jesus.
Twin has titties.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't
never
like
wanna-
any of this.
Actually, Valdi's the one that used it, I think, but Nep told me. Anyway, moving on.
Who makes
Valdi used it. Oh, good.
Weird people.
Listen, I don't kink shame. If you want to look at Dragon Cock, you look at Dragon Cock.
Yep.
Yep. Yep, cock.
I do not wish to look at dragon penis. Thank you.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
But yeah, I think Talona, back on track.
Sounds good.
think Talona's probably the best bet first since it's closest, and we have, let's be honest, way more unfinished business than we first anticipated going back to Talona.
I don't even know who we're gonna meet.
True.
You've already met him technically,
Yeah, Valkyries.
but you haven't met modern day.
This version.
God, if it even is, it's
This
gotta
is-
be. Oh.
This is just confusing. I've not met this guy, and we're leaving it at that because I'll just get even more confused, and then I'll call him his wrong name, and then he might get angry, and it's just
Also, how drunk are we right now?
Very.
very.
The combination of exhaustion and limitless alcohol has left you guys just You know what? In fact, everybody make me a constitution check.
I haven't
You know,
I haven't
let me
been
think.
I haven't been like crazy drinking. I've been like
Well, make me a Constitution check just to see how you're handling even normal drinking.
I've been knocking him back left and right. It's a saving
Keep in
throw,
mind,
right?
you also have disadvantage. No, just a check.
Wait. Oh.
Oh?
Holy shit,
Keothe's holding her
fucking
own.
tank.
Of course she is. She's a barbarian drinker queen who has.
Xalia's okay. Xalia's not like plastered to the point where he's basically drooling on the floor, but you can see he's like moving from side to side as he's talking.
Yeah, he's going.
Nori is also looking pretty okay.
Oh god, got a flying monkey called Frank. I want to meet him again.
I want to meet this Frank guy. Tell me more about Frank.
He's a monkey and he flies.
How?
No, he's not
Wings.
a monkey. He's like a demon spawn.
Homunculus.
It's like a
It's a
demon
monkey.
spawn thing.
It's a monkey's just a short term for a homunculus. It's a homunculus now.
It's a homunculus.
Oh my god.
It's like a monkey but with wings and humongous. Frank is like, just like he's in his own head. He's like 10 feet wide. Giving Keothe like a really bad description, but
10 feet wide.
he's like really big. You'll love him.
But I'm bigger, right?
Yeah, you're like 50 feet what tall, wide.
Calling me
What?
fat, Xylia.
Anyway,
oh my god.
more.
Are you telling
I
me
need
I'm
more
fat?
food, and I pick up the fucking jug of booze by accident, and I just keep chugging.
Need more food, drinks booze.
Yeah.
Good idea. Picks up my beer.
It's the first time he's letting his head on it.
God.
He's been through a lot. We've all been through a lot.
That boat ride.
Been long.
That boat ride was too much. Give me more beer.
He doesn't know why the boat ride was a lot for him, like more than what he expected, but you know what? He's vibing with it. He's trying to forget.
There's like a shopkeep here, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of shopkeeps. It's
Mhm.
like they've got like an open trade sort of marketplace.
Cool. I
Yeah,
kind of want to try and go talk to some people and find maybe something that people use to like protect scrolls.
I just remembered, this is the place that Nori wanted to go look around all the markets before, but Remy was like, no, I know these people.
Yep.
Oh,
Remy
God.
went and did like a solo buying thing.
Yeah.
But while Remy's asleep, because I'm guessing that's where Remy is, we could go out.
Remy's passed out. Kimeth is also passed out, and
I'm not going to the markets with you guys. I love some shenanigans, but I'm trying to I'm trying to buy something.
We're
Oh,
drunk,
Xylia's going to bed. You're not going to worry about that. I ain't going to the market. Fuck that.
Nori's pretty silly, but like I feel like especially after the month that we spent with everybody, like the gods, like she's probably a little less like
ridiculous.
Oh, you don't even have to say
Yeah.
probably. If you remember the last time we were here compared to now how Nori is, it's quite literally polar opposites.
Well, I
Yeah.
wasn't here the last time, so
I also was a
couldn't
completely different class and a lot of other stuff too. And I've had some shit happen, right? I've had some experience.
So we'll go
Nori's
to
gone
bed
through the
while
fucking
Nori
mills
goes
with it.
shopping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nori's fucking Jesus. It's weird
She's really
thinking
Nori's
back.
Jesus.
It's really weird thinking back to that point though, because it was like Nori was quite literally just a carefree tiefling, wanted to cause as much fucking chaos as possible through the kind ways, and now it's like still want to cause chaos, but it's a lot more down to earth and I don't know if
Less
I don't know.
chaotic.
Xylia contemplates the differences in his head because it's like it really is like looking at a different person, and he can't really tell if it's like a good thing if Nori's like happy with it or not yet, because it's still quite a recent change, right? Since you had the stuff done at the
Yeah.
fucking other world place,
Yeah, I think it was like a week before we left is when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
and ever since then, like in
I've
character,
been silly,
Xylia's
but not
noticed.
as. Yeah, I've been silly, but not as. Nori's been silly, but not like as. Kind of like super hectic, which
Yeah.
could, potentially be part of like maybe part of it potentially is like literally having the powers of what is equally the god of chaos like removed
Mhm.
from her body may have that and potentially other backstory things.
Well, that's the
Ooh.
thing. In Xylia's head, he can't tell if it's because of the stuff that happened or like if Nori's not as happy as she was or if like something else is going on. So contemplating the
character stuff.
As people are falling asleep at the table.
Also, she's probably pretty fucking tired. We just were on a ship and didn't sleep for 24 hours and almost died, so you know.
Yeah.
The guildmaster has come around with blankets and has draped one over Kimeth and one over Remy, just where they're currently passed out at the table.
Cute.
Can I?
Yeah, I want to go. I want to try and.
Room?
Ooh.
No, I want to make sure my blue boy gets a nice, good sleep because I'm gonna go to bed too while Nori goes shopping.
Yeah, you could easily do so.
I'll do that then.
He's a small boy.
I will swaddle him in his blankie. I shall take him to his chambers, kiss him neatly on the forehead, and go to sleep myself in the room next door.
I'm gonna quickly try to pull a fast one because Xylia's kind of drunk. He's gonna go to the lady who runs it and says, "We're gonna need an extra room for that one," and point to Kimeth, and I'm gonna put a copper down on the table.
She looks at the copper and is like, "Fair enough." I suppose.
Let's go.
She's had enough money out of us tonight. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The 10 gold definitely covers this.
Yeah. And I will,
especially given half of you passed out mid celebration.
While Nori's doing the shopping stuff, I'll just say that I'm slowly helping Kimeth to his own little room.
Okay. Kimeth, mostly drunk, mostly asleep, doesn't really fight back at being lifted up and like basically led to his room where he passes out on the bed without taking his shoes off or anything. He just flops over onto it and just...
I mean, he's had that much to drink, it probably feels like he's still on board the ship anyway, so...
Yeah, everything's still kind of going... Ooh.
God, I don't miss that
Good
feeling.
thing about that is he's rarely sick from drink because everything's always just wavy for him.
Oh, God. Yeah, I go to bed.
All right.
I suffer from actual seasickness, by the way, guys. This is not helpful. This is nice. I can thinking about it.
You're welcome.
So funny story. I play tested a game which I won't name because I signed an NDA, but it takes place mostly on the water using like actual ship combat, like in a galley basically.
Oh,
and the original like game when it was being play tested, it got scaled back on release, but in the play test itself, the wave physics were way too fucking realistic. And I got horribly seasick for the first 3 days of the playtests.
Happens to be on Sea of Thieves.
I'd have to... Nope. Wasn't Sea of Thieves.
Oh, he said it happens to him on Sea of Thieves.
I can't play it for longer than like 3 hours.
No, it doesn't, Brian. It doesn't happen to you. You're lying.
Well,
It's not you.
I played it after I'd had like my first vaccine. And I thought it was just side effects of the vaccine, but then I went back to try again, and after like 3 hours, I just feel uncontrollably sick. Like I cannot do it.
I feel that.
I don't think I'll be able to play that game.
No.
I've played through the entirety of Subnautica and had no issues with that because it's all mostly underwater, right? And then I tried to replay it in VR. Got fucking terribly seasick, like vomited for 3 hours after trying.
Anything in VR fucks with me.
This is a lovely intermission to the video.
Yes. Yeah, sorry.
Speaking of intermission, though, we will take a quick 10-minute break as we are a little bit over the halfway point at this point. For all of us to go use the restroom, refill on water, and yada yada yada. And we will come back to Nori going in the marketplace and doing shenanigans as we fully expect from Nori.
Always. Always. I'm excited.
Back in 10.
Yes, let me get some music on. I wasn't sure if we were taking a break since we started late, but it's probably best to take one. Yeah, I don't blame you. Let's go. Break time.
I've finished 2 whole water bottles during the course of this game so far.
Hydrogen. Dope. Be back in a little bit.
Did you just randomly say hydrogen?
What? Hydration?
Hydration.
Oh. Okay.
Hydrogen.
You know what? Maybe I do need a break. Okay, be right back.
Hydrogen.
What the fuck is going on? Uh-oh.
Hello, hello.
And we're back.
Hello.
We back.
We did it. Oh yeah, so Bran, what I was trying to show while we were on break, it's a little axolotl. It's an axolotl figure.
It's cute.
And he's chilling. Yeah, I there used to be like an air plant in this, right? Like the plants, you just like soak them in water and then they can exist without being potted.
Mm-hmm.
But I let it die because don't have a green thumb. I'm really bad about that. So I had the little orb thing, and I was like, I'm sad that that's empty. And then I was like, wait a minute. So I went and grabbed the little axolotl figure, and I was like, he's so cute.
God damn it.
He's so happy. He's got such a big smile. He's just like, hey, I'm in this glass orb.
Isn't that all axolotls though? They all kind of just look like they have this dorky smile on their face.
Like they're just like, everything's great. I'm the weirdest creature on the planet.
I look like a cartoon character, but I'm actually alive.
I literally look like I could be a Pokemon.
They do, to be fair.
Yeah, they got that Pokemon energy.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out all Pokemon are based on axolotls.
I mean, all Pokemon to a degree are based on some animal, right? Ooh, I forgot. Let me go grab my water really quick, sorry. As I see Bran chug from his Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Hydration, courtesy of the doctor.
Courtesy of the doctor. A different doctor than who people most reference as the doctor, though.
No. You're just not talking to the right people.
Oh, I'm talking to Doctor Who fans instead of Dr. Pepper fanatics, I see.
Yes.
I'm in the wrong subreddits.
Yep.
There you go.
You won't. I don't think you'll find too many Doctor Who fans in this chat.
I haven't watched any, actually, to be honest, so...
I watched a couple seasons, the year of which I know not, and was not too enthralled.
You were not too enthralled, but you watched a couple seasons of
I get fucking bored sometimes.
Honestly, as soon as David Tennant left, I just sort of tried to watch the guy after, and then I never did.
I only watched the David Tennant ones, and then I didn't watch any others.
The ones before Christopher Eccleston, that one season he's in was the best, in my opinion. Yeah.
I just like David Tennant as an actor.
Yeah, me too.
He's funny.
Team, can I go buy a thing to protect my scroll?
Yes.
Go do it.
Or that's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for something. I assume during the whole water thing, I check, are my belongings good? I have a waterproof backpack. I don't have to worry about that? Okay,
and I'm assuming your backpack was probably kept inside the hold anyways, so wouldn't have. Well, I might have gotten a little bit wet, but like nowhere close to soaked through.
Yeah. But since we had that encounter and my brain was just thinking about the fact that while my backpack is waterproof, it doesn't mean that it cannot get damaged. So I'm trying to find something to give. It's that scroll of restoration. I want to find something to keep it safe.
Oh, yes, the one that yes.
Yeah, that
the very important one.
The really important scroll to me.
Yeah, so you can head into the marketplace, and as I said,
or can I learn it? No, I can't. I'm not a wizard.
No, you're not a wizard.
And it's not a it's not a
ritual.
It's not a ritual. Okay.
No. It does take I believe 4 hours to cast. I wrote it down somewhere.
It takes a long ass time, we know that.
Yeah. It takes a long time to cast.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it safe because I haven't decided what I want to do yet. So.
Yep.
So I'll keep it safe.
But yeah, you could head into the market and
My friends like, tell me what's happening.
Well, I have a feeling I know, but I don't want to say it, obviously.
The grasslands that are normally here are just covered in like several feet of snow. Clearly there was one hell of a winter storm that hit last night, and it is in large part removed for the walk into the market itself. But most of the nomads that pass through here seem to have just picked up and left instead of sticking around and helping clear things up. So
that's fine. We have snowshoes, don't we? We bought those at some point.
You do. That's not what I was getting at, though.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because they've left, there's not a whole lot of like actually open stalls,
Ugh.
as far as you can tell. There's not very much here currently. Those that are
And the
here,
Adventurers Guild wouldn't have had anything?
well, maybe, but you didn't ask.
Okay, I'll do that next when I come back if I don't find anything here.
Okay. You see a lot of mostly food stalls, as far as you can tell. People
Wait,
selling
where's Chalky Beef? Was that here? Did we drop him off here?
Yes.
He came with us across. I gotta go check in on Sarah.
You had him set up though, I think closer to the docks.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was at the docks.
Yeah, so you can go check in on him before you leave.
Wait, just Keothi won't even know about.
It's okay. We'll fill you in when we see him.
God. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so when I say food stalls, I don't mean like ready cooked food. I mean like butchers and
Yeah.
not grocers, I guess, because that's a little bit too broad and a bit advanced for this time. But
Produce.
Produce vendors, yes, people selling things that they've brought from their small towns,
Like beef and chocolate.
perhaps.
Oh no, somebody's trying to get in on that Chalky Beef market.
He's expanded and got employees.
You do see Spectre's place is still fully set up. You can see a pasture full of reindeer.
It makes me miss my reindeer, whose name I forgot. I tried to find my notes earlier. I know I liked the name. I just don't remember what it was. Sorry, continue.
Was Corpse called
Davey.
like Betsy or something?
It was
Betty.
They were all. Oh, it was Pete, Benny, June, Betty, Davy, and
There
Nani.
Nani.
I think mine was Pete, and then one of yours, maybe I think Benny June was Remy's, and yours was Betty Davy. Was that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then Greedy's was Nani.
Ferlina took Nani with.
No, it was anonymous, but Nani for short.
Nani for short.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Or a Noonie Moose.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Noonie Moose.
Oh,
Oh, good times.
we gotta get Keothi a reindeer, a huge reindeer.
A big ass rain.
Yeah, I think Keothi would break a standard reindeer.
Oof.
They're not typically riding animals, and Remy just sort of barely made the cut in terms of weight class.
Did Spectre seem like someone? Did Spectre seem like someone that had like magical stuff, or just reindeer stuff?
Reindeer related stuff.
Okay, so I don't really need to.
But that includes
in
like
there.
leather and meats and whatnot. Like he had the whole thing. Magic stuff up here in the north is probably highly unlikely from what you know of Kalkarath. Like people selling things up here are selling things that they've made themselves, and magic items are not typically things that people make themselves.
Okay, what logically, I guess, would my brain be like, this would be a good idea to use to protect this for now? I don't know.
Probably a treated leather scroll case, something that can be sealed up from the outside.
Yep. So I guess I need to go talk to, well, Spectre would probably, I don't know if he'd have a scroll case at the ready, but he's got leather.
He does have leather, mostly in its raw format. If you wanted something made, then you can check around and make me an investigation check as you're kind of wandering through the stalls to see if you can find something. You also, I believe, you had a woman in La Lancha working on some stuff made out of.
Yep, gotta get there eventually. Right, that's north, isn't that? That's further up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's further up.
Yeah, I have it on this piece of paper.
What was it exactly? You wanted like winter gear and boots made, I think.
Let me check my notes. It was something. I kept being like, I was like, do something awesome, and she's like, okay. And then initially I wasn't gonna pay her, and then I gave her a bunch of money instead. Let's see.
You weren't gonna pay her. Yeah, that would have gone over well.
Remember? Because I was being like, you're the guy, your mayor likes us a lot.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't gonna do it for free. That was.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's somewhere in here. Back to maybe I didn't write it down. Big bummer. A blanket for my reindeer, an outfit, and something else.
I think it was like boots.
It's cool. Minori's not that far from La Lancha, right? So I guess we'll need to.
It's like a week's travel away.
Yeah, it's far.
By reindeer.
I'll buy a new reindeer and get him a cool blanket, I guess. I don't know, guys.
With a 15 investigation, as you're looking around the stalls, you actually spot the leather worker in question that you hired to make your stuff at a stall.
Melody.
Currently, yes. Currently standing at her stall, just with a whole bunch of leather, various degree and quality implements. You can see that she's got like clothing.
How fortuitous.
She has some bow quivers made up. She has a couple saddles that she's made by the looks of it.
I just
Reindeer
literally
saddles
walk up.
specifically.
I just go to her stall and go, "How fortuitous!"
She gives you like a confused look for a second. She's like, "Nori."
Yeah, Melody. Hi.
Hi. I thought I might
You're
run
all
into
the
you
way
here.
down here. Really?
Yeah. Well, I figured if you're gonna be passing through anywhere in the north, you'd be passing through here first.
True.
I didn't think I'd run into you this time, specifically.
Reasonable.
But I figured I'd see you here probably before I saw you back in La Lancha. How are you?
You mean La Lancha? Minori?
Yes, I'm from La Lancha. You were heading up to
okay.
Minor last I saw you.
Minori?
Right, we had this conversation. Sure, Minori.
Crazy. How are you?
I am well. A little bit cold. Not as comfortable here as I'm used to. But, you make do with what you got, and business is sort of shit as a result, but I made the trip here. I might as well stay and see this through. And I guess it's actually a good thing I did. I brought the stuff that I made for you in case I did run into you.
That's the most... How fortuitous! Cool. I don't have a reindeer anymore, but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
He didn't die.
That.
No, it's okay.
Oh.
Pete didn't die. He's he's all the way up in Minori. Yeah. Do you go up there ever at all?
I don't, but you could perhaps pass like a message along up to Minor and
do you like reindeers?
Hire somebody to send them back. I don't dislike them. I don't have a lot of use for them, I guess.
You met Pete when I came and visited you the first time. Yeah, yep. He's a cute boy, right? He's a sweet reindeer baby.
Yes, he was very sweet.
Yep. How about, do you want to babysit my reindeer?
Sure. You
really?
realize it's going to cost a pretty decent amount to stable him, though, right? I don't have a stable myself.
Can't just hang out in your house?
No.
I don't understand. He's like he's a good listener.
That's all well and good, but I don't like having reindeer shit in my house.
True.
And I also work with chemicals that could be very toxic for him if he got into them.
True.
Mutant reindeer.
No.
versus dragon.
Accidentally falls into a tanning vat with the reindeer, becomes half reindeer.
How much would it be? It's like the fly. How much would it be to could I give you a note when you get back to send up there to get the reindeer brought back down here and put into the care of Spectre?
Yes, but I feel like the service probably won't be free, as somebody will have to make the trip all the way from Minor down to here, which is a 2-week trip, and I don't feel like too many people are willing to do that out of the goodness of their heart.
Reasonable. How much do you think it would cost?
40 silver.
Oh, okay.
Plus provisions.
Fucking
so
nothing.
Plus
Pocket
provisions,
change.
that probably brings it up to about $1.50.
For all 4? Or for 3? The 3 that we left up there?
Well, it only takes one person to drive 3 reindeer anyways, so yeah.
I was expecting like fucking 2 platinum or something.
Oh, I see what you mean though. The provisions for the reindeer themselves. Maybe 3 gold then.
Yo, what are we feeding those motherfucking reindeer?
It's not about so much as what you're feeding them as carrying what's enough to get them through 2 weeks up here in the north, where they can't forage as easily. Where you're taking them through anyways.
Are you gonna be here tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't have plans to go back for another couple days.
Cool. I have to check with my friends because obviously I don't own all those reindeer. I only own one of them, so I figure we could I need to ask them. You know, I'm doing this thing where I'm considering other people's decisions and the right to make them.
It's a good way to live life. Did you want the stuff I made for you? The blanket, the clothing?
Yeah, let's what you got? What'd you make? I left it up to your incredibly skillful eye. What do we got here?
So, firstly, I made you your blanket as you wanted for your reindeer. It's
majestic. It's a beautiful wolf pelt.
It's a long, as you can see, it's a long white wolf pelt that you can drape over the back of your reindeer and use it as almost like a saddle. It'll keep your reindeer nice and warm in the coldest conditions.
I'm assuming it's like a saddle blanket. Like that's what I was looking for, is like this thing you put underneath the saddle itself, right?
With or without a saddle, yeah.
Okay.
I also have your coat. Comes with a hat and mittens. Should be all very warm. Should also be very effective at hiding you in this northern climate.
Super couture.
Does the hat have horn holes?
It does, because it was made for Nori.
That's so adorable.
They're not holes as much as they're little latches on the front that you can undo to slip it on and then latch it back up.
That's so cool.
And the entire outfit is this pure, like, snow white color, as the wolf pelt is. For purposes of statistics, the coat is very warm. It's considered winter gear. You're protected against temperatures of up to -40, so long as you're wearing this full set.
How does that work with my cold resistance too? Because I am cold resistant already.
It stacks effectively. It's the same thing.
Cool.
You're immune to freezing.
I will never be cold again.
Which is great because they were headed to the desert.
The only thing that this really gives you is, so long as you are in the north and in like an area covered in snow, you'll have advantage on stealth checks while wearing it.
That's cool.
And
Snow
lastly, she also gives you a pair of boots, which you can see she's made with the sort of clawed bits of the pelt where the paws of the wolf were.
Ooh.
So they actually have little black claws sticking out the front of it. Like the coat, this also gives you advantage on stealth checks so long as you're within snow that rely on sound.
Ooh.
And you are unimpeded by difficult terrain created by snow or ice.
Damn, bitch!
The long game played off with that shit.
Yeah, me being a complete and total dumbass. It was like, yeah. Cool, so I got a hat, and that's just cute. I got a jacket.
Wearing any of this in warm conditions, however, will exhaust you at a rate of one level of exhaustion per day worn in any form of heat.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna wear this. Okay, cool. So the hat's cute. The jacket is a visual stealth advantage. The boots are an auditory stealth advantage.
In snowy conditions.
Yeah, and then no rough terrain from snow.
Or ice.
Or ice. I can walk across ice?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
The claws dig into the ice.
That's so cool. I probably look so dope. Okay, I'm gonna put all this on. Also, I got a giant scythe on my back. What's happening?
You look real mishmash.
Damn.
That's a new addition. I don't remember that.
Snow Angel Reaper something. I'm workshopping the title here. Yeah. Nope. You know, being an adventurer, you get cool stuff.
I just picturing
when
this.
You adventure.
And it's just Nori stood there with a scythe, dressed in all white, with fucking horns.
Kind of looks like a Yeti with a scythe.
I love it. I actually love it. It's so good.
Scythe Yeti. Scythe.
But yeah, so I can get your reindeer to you from Minor. Was there anything else that well, obviously you got your stuff, so I guess that's
I wanted
pleasure
to
doing
actually
business with you.
No,
oh.
why are you rushing me off? That's not good. That's not good sales technique. You want to sell stuff. You're supposed to entice me. I'm actually looking for
I just didn't think you'd need anything else after everything.
Oh, I trust me, I always need stuff, Melody. Can I'm looking for something to protect. I got some important documents, as important people have. And so I need to keep them safe. And so I was thinking, because I know that you're really good with leatherworking. I don't know if you have anything like that. Maybe something that's
that
watertight.
Definitely. We occasionally have people who watertight. I don't know if it's submerged in the water. I'm not sure how well it'll hold up necessarily, but it should be good against weatherproofing.
Like humidity.
Yes, very much so.
About, I guess heat doesn't really matter.
Heat's usually a bit harder to use leather to prevent things against, since it just sort of dries out, cracks, and then,
Makes sense.
breaks.
Yeah. What do you got?
So occasionally we have people who plan on being in the north for a while and want to keep documents safer than safe as much as possible. So I have some of these, and she pulls out from there's a sort of sack off to the side where she keeps some of the smaller things that she's made, and pulls out a scroll case that's probably about yay big, has a strap on it so you can wear it sort of over your chest. And there's a little latch on the side. You open that up, and it's not quite airtight seal, but about as good as you're going to get with something made out of leather and wood. And it can fit a lot of paper in there, so long as it's all wrapped up into one, binding.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't protect you from being submerged, but I think rain, snow, excess humidity. I've not tested it, but probably fairly hot and dry conditions too shouldn't mess with it too much.
What about scroll case in waterproof backpack?
I would think the waterproof backpack should be enough, but it'll keep your scroll safe from getting torn by anything within the backpack.
Why not? Double protection. All right, cool. Yep.
That's 20 silvers.
Yeah, that's no problem. I can do that, no problem.
Okay.
1 second, let me translate this gold into silver. Into silver, it's what? 100 silver for a gold?
20 silver. 10 silver for a gold.
10. Okay, cool. So that leaves me with 4, and I did that. And I'll tip her another silver. I'll tip her 4 silver because I like her. Boop, 24 silver.
Excellent.
keep the change.
You
Anything else
animal.
cool? Anything else? Anything else cool? Anything catch
You
my
interested
eye?
in quivers?
Nope. Don't
Bolt
shoot
cases?
Things. Nope, don't shoot things.
Maybe a sheath for your scythe?
Probably actually important. Seems like a good idea. How does that even work?
I don't really have anything for the blade itself, but I have a way at least that you could strap it to your back when you're not using it.
It's true, because I've just been walking around with it in my hand everywhere. It's been real awkward.
Can't imagine that's comfortable.
I try to like prop it up when we go into the bar and it keeps falling down. You know, when you try to prop something up against the wall and it just slides down. I'm just, god damn it, I'm like trying.
I'm trying to think.
That's,
your dad died from accidental beheading in a bar.
I know you said it's not for the
Chanove
blade.
didn't have like anything to carry or any like to carry it with in her grave area. There wasn't.
Wait, what?
I guess it was a staff before.
Yeah, it was a staff before.
I know you said it's not for the blade as well, but now I'm just trying to think of how the fuck it would work to have like a full-on scythe sheath in the blade and how finicky it'd be to get it in. Like, turn.
Oh, it's a bit painful to do, but you can get like a cover for it that you would just strap onto the head.
Oh, fair,
super dope anime concept. Sheath is a belt around your waist that leaves like a leather thing that's kind of by like the back of your legs, but like super anime character concept. When they're done fighting, it's some kind of thing where they just like flip the sheath to the side, it slides into the leather and like is on their back. Would be super dope. Again, anime concept, not possible.
You could always go the
life.
Ruby way and have it like unfold into either a sniper rifle or a scythe.
Yeah, like give me a sniper rifle. I'm ready for it. Is that when I collect the next piece of Shinobu's items? It turns into a...
I would just get a necklace with a metal plate on the back and just have it hanging around my neck by the blade all the time.
Cool. How much would that be though? Because yeah, it seems like it'd be a good idea if I could get it to chill on my back a little bit more.
It's just a couple of straps, so it's about 5 silver. It doesn't take much to spool up. I could make the adjustments while you're here too, and make sure that it fits you.
Woo!
And that the scythe doesn't swing around when you make movements, so that it doesn't accidentally decapitate you while you're walking.
You know, that sounds ideal.
Where's the fun in that?
How fortuitous.
Live life on the edge.
Typically we use this for like.
On the edge.
We use this for like spears and sort of long polearm type weapons, but I suppose it works for a scythe too, so long as you put it in right. You'll just have to remember to do it blade out, not blade in.
Makes
Otherwise,
sense.
you might
practice.
get a haircut you never wanted.
That would be unfortunate. I've been trying to grow this hair out for a while. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Any other places around here you recommend I check out? Anything catch your eye?
Most everybody's up and left. If you need any provisions, though, fairly decent prices around here for, anything you might need in terms of food or
yeah, I feel like the
water
Adventurers
such.
Guild probably got us covered on that one, so we'll probably grab stuff from there. Cool. Yeah. Well,
same
super
prices,
crazy.
except most people around here don't even take gold anyways, so you're probably better off with the Adventurers Guild.
True. Super crazy that we ran into each other. What the heck, right?
I mean, I was effectively coming down here thinking you might be here anyways. Maybe not. Like I said, not
I
this
had
time,
no idea you were going to be here, so it surprised me a whole bunch. So cool. Happy I got to see you again.
I'm here for a week out of almost every month.
Oh, no idea. Now I know. Learn something new every day. I'll keep an eye out for you next time that we come into town. I will be back here tomorrow, though, after I ask my friends, and I'll let you know how many reindeer need to get communicated to and brought here. I'm actually going to go talk to Spectre now to make sure that he's okay, so he doesn't just get 3 reindeer that show up at his door that he, probably vaguely recognizes and remembers.
He knows every single one of his reindeers very well.
Okay, so yeah, they'd show back and he'd be like, what the F's going on? So I'm gonna go give him a heads up and see if he's cool with that.
Okay. Well, I will see you tomorrow then.
Yep, nice to see you. Have a good night.
You too.
Woohoo! I've already transferred my scroll, by the way, into the case, and I put that back in my backpack.
Okay. So your scroll is nice and safe. Your scythe is tucked away and not having to be carried anymore.
Yeah. Is there any need to actually RP with Spectre, or can we just be like, I went there and told him reindeer? Is he okay with reindeer coming back?
He says
Does he need anything from us, or is because I kind of want to keep mine.
The one question you'd have is if you would be returning them, or would you want to come back and get them eventually?
I want to come back and get him eventually. I'm not opposed to Pete being leased out to people if they need him.
He can't guarantee that by the time you come back, then that Pete would be here for you to pick up.
Can he be? That's true. God damn it.
It's a tough one.
How much is it gonna cost to keep Pete chilling?
Spectre figures if you care that much about Pete, then he will stable him until you come and get him.
Aww.
As he doesn't see.
So precious. I show him the blanket that I got made specifically for Pete. Look at this.
In that case, he will hold on to Pete's just for you until you can come get him.
Yay! I love Pete so much. He's so sweet. He's been such a good boy.
Because if you remember, one of Spectre's main things was take care of these animals. If anything bad happens to them, I'm coming for you first.
Oh fuck, you're right. All right. Well, good thing we remembered where they are. I saved us from this angry elf death druid from coming to get us.
Jesus Christ.
Dope. Cool, thanks. Yep. They should be coming over here soon. We're gonna get word sent, and it's gonna be Pete, Betty, June, and Benny June, and Betty Davy. I know that's not what they were called when we bought them from you, but that's their names now.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yay! Okay, and then I go back to my friends who are already passed out and asleep. Kimmeth is fucked, right? So I can't talk to him about...
Kimmeth is having a good old snooze with all of his clothes still on.
Such is life.
Sort of half hanging off the bed where Xylia was able to sort of drop him onto it.
Wait, why am I in Kimmeth's bedroom?
I don't know. You went to go check on him, I guess.
I guess so. I just very quietly, every night, what you guys don't know is I quietly open your bedroom doors to check on you before I go.
Like a mom.
No, I don't do that. That'd be weird. That's invasion of privacy. Yeah, I look just like Dea looks right now. No, I don't do that.
You go into their rooms, take a big bowl of warm water, put their hand in it, and then leave.
No.
You went to bed.
The old piss the bed trick.
It works one night out of 20.
Before I go to bed.
That's just when we usually piss ourselves.
It's nothing new. Before I go to bed, I'm also gonna talk to the person that sells stuff here, and I just want to re-up. Give me a total of what it would cost to re-up everybody on a reasonable amount of rations for our travel ahead here and all the way to island.
Typically recommended to have to get to weapons cache place.
I'm just trying to get it all done now, right? Let's get this out of the way now so we don't have to do it later. Let's just.
It's probably gonna be a lot though.
Up.
That's far.
Well, yeah, I'm not covering all of it. I'll give you guys all a bill tomorrow.
Motherfucker.
Room service. Also, is there any way that I can try and sweet talk / AKA a charisma persuasion roll on the person after you figure out the numbers to lower it?
Yes, you'll have to give me a quick second here as I'm trying to fucking figure this out, because that's a long ass fucking trick.
Do your math calculations. And even if we end up being able to get there faster because of Valkyries, it's fine, because now we just have rations forever.
True.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What's that about Valkyries?
Oh, I don't know. We were going to go talk to him first, and we were saying that maybe he has a way to get us there faster. And I was saying even if that's the case, it's fine if we buy all this shit now, because we'll just have rations for a long time and don't have to worry about re-upping again for a while.
Gonna go talk to our best buddy. It is little fucking domain expansion bullshit.
Jujutsu Kaisen, is that you?
Yep.
Is Valkyrie's Gojo?
Yep.
So from Talona, walking the like accepted route.
Are we gonna walk though? I'm sure we'll get horses.
Maybe.
If we got reindeers here, I'm sure we'll get horses there. Knowing that this quest is a God-given, quote-unquote, God-given whatever, I'm sure Valkyries can hook us up with some horses or something.
Let's just get a huge magnet and let it pull us towards the dragon.
The dragon.
Sold.
Fuck it.
Electromagnet.
Yeah, dude.
In that case, let me see.
Just snaps on a Remy's armor.
It's simple, guys.
Trapped forever.
An EMP grenade. Why didn't we think of it before?
True. Telling you, nuke it.
Nuke it.
Just nuke the whole place. I will go live with the gods. It was nice there. I want to go back.
Okay, so riding horse can travel about 48 miles in a day. So on a riding horse, traveling at good pace, it would be a 7-day trip.
Okay, it's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
So
that's
for
sticking
4
to the
people,
roads.
28 days of rations, basically.
But that's just to get the Mist's End, and then you would have to charter a ship to the Golden Plains.
Okay.
Which would be another day and a half at least.
28 days should still be enough. 28 days of rations.
Yeah, because we still have stuff left over. Like, we all still have rations. We haven't gone through all of ours. So
You'll have to buy rations after you buy the horses as well, just to feed the horses.
That's fine.
But
I'm just doing our normal food for now. We can bundle all that when we get the horses.
Okay.
So 28 days.
Wait,
of
what?
rations.
28
for
days
everyone.
worth
For
of
everyone.
rations.
For
Oh,
everyone.
for everyone,
28 days
yes.
worth of rations.
To get there, yeah.
Yep. How much is that?
Uh,
Can I do a charisma check? Can I try and persuade her?
go ahead.
We've done really good business here. Wow. I'm also wearing a scythe and I have full-on wolf armor. Does that give me advantage?
If you're trying to intimidate, maybe.
I look like a real adventurer.
That doesn't make a difference. If anything, that makes her think you have more money than you're trying to let on.
That's not true.
She's also like, yeah, you've done a lot of work. You also released the dragon.
They don't know that. We haven't told people
true.
that.
For 28 days of provisions, it would be 14 gold.
Oh,
Cool.
it's not bad.
You guys just, how we split that between 4 people, 4, 8, 12, that's like what, 3.5 gold each or something?
3 gold, 5 silver.
3.5 gold. Yeah, cool. If you guys
Easy.
don't mind taking that out, because 4, yeah, okay, cool.
Easy.
Thanks, friends. Look at me, I'm being the mom tonight for the party.
Nori being responsible? The
What's
fuck is going on?
How many silvers and a gold did you say?
3 silvers, 5. 3.
It's 10 silver and a gold. 10 silvers per gold.
Thank you.
Yep. Cool. Yeah. So I got my little scrolly protected.
Scrolly polioly.
Yeah, I got my scrolly polioly protected. Things are seeming pretty good, and I guess I'm gonna take my exhausted motherfucking ass to bed. I'm real sleepy.
Hey,
Bedtime.
you go to bed.
Yeah.
The following morning, you guys can all meet back up in the main hall, getting a nice breakfast in of bacon, eggs, a little bit of oatmeal, some stuff to stick to your ribs.
Feeling good about life.
Kimeth is
how do you guys
awake.
feel about your reindeers? Do you want them to eventually? Do we want them eventually again? How attached do you feel? Sorry,
I love
I
Betty
guess
Davis.
Keothi. At one point we had reindeers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, so super crazy, but I ran into Melody last night when I was like trying to go do a little shopping before I went to bed, and she said that if we wanted to, she could send like a message up, and we could actually get the reindeers brought back here.
Hell yeah.
And Spectre said that he'd take care of them because we love them so much.
Yeah.
Yep, power
I
of
love
love and
Betty
friendship.
Davis. Yeah, all the reindeers.
Cool. Then I'll, after lunch or after breakfast, I'll go run over and tell her that's cool. How much did she say it was going to cost again? 3.5 gold?
Yeah.
Okay. I need money. For this, and I bought us rations. Grabby hands.
How much do you need for the reindeers?
3.5 gold total.
Let's just round it up to 4, and everybody can give me 1 gold. Except for Keothi, because she doesn't need to. Okay, cool. Math. I'll take off 1 gold too. All right. After this,
that's still only 3 gold then for the amount of reindeer, because it would be you, Remy, and Xylia.
Then I'll just take the.
Oh, oops.
Mind. I'll help them. I'll pay for the half for the reindeers.
Hell yeah. So you're gonna pay the 5 silver?
Cool.
I don't know anything about reindeer, nor do I need one, so.
It's all good, Kimmeth. These are just ours. We grew really attached to them. I actually got a really pretty blanket, which I left with Spectre made. Do you guys like my new armor? I'm literally sitting at the breakfast table in full-on, like, pure white wolf pelt. Just, you know.
It's not armor. This is straight up just like a jacket.
Yep.
Goddamn.
I also got a holster for the scythe, so I don't have to lean it up against the wall anymore.
Looks really warm. You sure you want to be wearing that indoors?
It's cool.
Okay.
Just a quick question. What time are we finishing today?
In about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Phew. Yeah. Oh, also, and I turn to Xylia and Remy, I totally forgot this, but Sarah should be here somewhere.
Chalky beef!
Right? I totally forgot. Keothi, we're gonna introduce you to a delicacy.
Is it...
Also, how tall was Sarah?
Sarah was like he was a shorter boy. He was probably about like 5.5 feet.
Oh god. He's gonna be so intimidated.
A short pink tabaxi.
Yeah.
A short hot pink tabaxi.
He's a short little pink furry.
He's a little pink furry.
But yeah, after you've wrapped up breakfast, you can certainly go looking for Sarah.
Yes.
I'll run to Melody really quick first, give her stuff that's all tied away, and then...
Yep.
Keothi, keep your eye out for like a small pink dog, okay?
Okay.
Dog.
Small pink cat.
Small pink animal person thing.
Okay.
I assume Keothi's never seen a tabaxi, right?
No.
Yeah, so...
She would never have seen a tabaxi. They're from the savage lands. They're very far away from anything. Like, the rest of you had seen, like, 1 or 2 tabaxi in your life.
I love how Sarah's from the savage lands, but he's this little pink boy.
They're called the savage lands because there's not a whole lot of, like, trade between civilizations within them.
It's like the
so
wilderness.
Like, you guys call them savage lands, but they probably don't think of themselves as very savage.
Yep. Oh god.
But yeah, so you look around the docks for a while. You don't see any like hot pink tabaxis, but after looking around and scanning a couple times, you do notice there's Sarah. He's not hot pink anymore, though. He seems to be sort of a dull, normal kind of orangish color for tabaxi, but he's got like neon green striping in his fur that seems to be dyed into it. And you can see he's standing at his chalky beef stand, not currently very busy. He's had a couple of customers kind of wander in. He gives them a stick of chalky beef, takes payment for it, and things just go on. But it's not like he's got a line going down the docks like you would have expected.
Bummer.
And he's there serving up food, looking decently happy.
Just gonna walk over while waving.
He'll wave back.
Xylia, that's not pink.
Well, listen, he was pink.
How can he just be not pink anymore?
That's a good question. Let's go and ask him.
Okay.
So you head on over to him, and he says, "Hey guys."
Hey, Sarah. How's the business going?
I want to say great, but not really.
Oh?
So, up here, not too much issue finding meat. Beef a little bit more difficult. I've switched to venison. It's just easier to come by and it's cheaper.
Oh no.
The chocolate part, however, seeing as it's from my home, is a little bit far away. Very hard to import up here. Very expensive.
Fucking ruined his business. Oh no.
So I'm making it work, but I'm not making a whole lot on it. And most of the batches of chocolate that actually make it up here have gone bad by the time they get here. Or cocoa beans, I suppose, but...
We're going back to Tolona.
Yeah.
You want to come with us?
Yeah, very much. I also couldn't actually get any dye that I normally use for my fur, so I had to resort to some of the stuff that I bought off some Tritons, but that was basically just seaweed.
No.
And it made it this like weird greenish color that's in my fur now, and I've been washing it out slowly. And I'm very cold. Not last night, but the night before that really sucked. I'd never really been like caught in a snowstorm before, and I was like, I think I almost froze to death.
You don't seem very happy. Do you need a hug?
Yes, big lady.
How do you
I could
feel
use
about
a
this Goliath?
really...
Yeah, this Goliath woman.
I just sort of
Please squeeze me.
scooped up the little furry boy and I start petting him on the head,
That
just
is-
in between
He starts to purr softly.
This sounds very Sarah. Sticking true to the character. I like it.
Yeah, very much so.
Oh,
Except for the voice.
God.
The voice is definitely not Sarah.
Oh, God.
he's just purring softly as he's picked up and pet.
I just sort of look at these two. I'm like, what did you do?
Capitalism.
They tried to help. I don't think they thought about taxes and import fees and whatnot, though.
Nope.
You know,
It's okay.
you
I think the
miss
entire
100%
business
of
venture.
the shots that you don't take.
I think the business venture as a whole was sort of short-sighted to begin with, because even in Tolona, cocoa fees are real expensive.
Wait, so where are you originally from? Again? In comparison to Tolona, is he gonna be on our way to Weapons Cache Land? Is he somewhere around there or no?
He's like, his island is south of Weapons Cache Land.
Do you wanna... Are you trying to get back to your home? Or are you just trying to get back to Tolona?
I don't think I want to go home. I don't think they'd let me back in.
What does that mean?
What have they got against little
It's
pink
complicated.
furries?
It's not really against the fact that I was pink as much as the fact that I didn't want to do what they said. We're not really individualistic society.
Well, I mean, we're going to be going to Miss End anyway, so if you want to tag along and, I guess,
That
set
might
up...
be easier for
try
me to make
there?
business there. Yeah. That sounds.
Can you
that sounds like a
afford
good
buying
idea.
yourself a horse?
If I sell my equipment, probably.
Oh.
That's sad.
It's
Well,
fine,
how
I
are we
can-
gonna
I can
bring
get
your
more
equi-
equipment.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Because how are we
Could I
gonna travel with that
carry him?
anyway?
You could reasonably piggyback him if you wanted to, but it would be
But
a
I
long
don't.
as time
But
to
you
do
can't
so.
run as fast as a horse.
Yes, that is an issue. Also, my cat has decided now he will jump onto me.
So how
He's
am I
switched
going
places
to
with Lady.
get there? Because I can't ride a horse.
You
We
can find a
can get
big
you a
can't ride a
horse.
horse.
We'll get you a horse. We can get you one of those draft horses. We'll give you one. We'll get you one. We'll get you one of those. Chairman's like, yes, this is the place I should sit.
He like shoved his knee into my testicle.
Hell yeah.
The one
Get
thing I
it,
did
Chairman.
not expect to hear this D&D session was, oh, my testicles.
Well, I didn't expect to hear a little pink furry.
True.
Furry.
So, just as some out of character backstory, you know who Preston is, right? Yeah. This is Preston in the game.
This is Preston in the game. We've inserted him into the game.
Yep.
Why do you smell like breakfast sandwich?
Add that to another thing I didn't expect to hear in this session.
He smells like a well, I guess none of you would actually know what this is, but a Timmy's breakfast sandwich.
Oh, okay, I was like, are you gonna talk like you have marbles in your mouth? I thought it was gonna be some kind of French term.
I was trying to think what the word was in English.
It's a
because
what?
in French it's a Tim matin.
See, marbles.
Yeah.
Tim matin.
But a Timmy's breakfast sandwich is it's just like an Egg McMuffin almost, but a little bit healthier, kind of, not really. But he smells exactly like
an Egg
one.
McMuffin?
Kinda, yeah.
Interesting.
God damn it.
Like, there shouldn't even be any in this house. Why do you smell like one?
Why do you smell like breakfast?
So weird. Please, anyways, sorry. Didn't mean to derail our thought process. I'm just very fucking confused as to why my cat smells like a fucking egg sandwich.
Like, and see if he tastes like one too.
Sarah has a lot of gear, right? Anyway, so he'd need to sell that for us to make that trip, right? Like, no matter what, like being able to get all of his stuff over there wouldn't be very feasible, yeah.
Just don't sell the sign.
You'd have to also like buy a cart.
Yeah, so that sounds good. If you want to come with us, it'll probably be safer.
Yeah. As long as you guys are willing to take me along, I can afford to pay my own way in terms of like transportation and food and whatnot. I wouldn't be able to buy bodyguards, so yeah, if I'm going with you guys, it works out fine.
We made pretty good bodyguards.
I was gonna say I'm feeling a little. I'm like, yeah, bodyguard.
I mean, I saw what you guys did last time I traveled with you, so I feel like I'm in probably pretty good hands.
That's true. We murder a lot of things.
Oh, God.
Last time we traveled, didn't we light a boat on fire and kill a bunch of orcs?
That wasn't us.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, if you kill a bunch of orcs, you're typically doing a good thing.
Yeah.
Sort of. Maybe not good. Good might not be the right idea. But
all those slaves that were on that ship against their will.
I was thinking more about the slavers.
Mm-hmm.
With the S at the end?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Or there RS? Anyway.
Fran's face is his... Oh, okay. I thought that your camera was frozen for a second. You were holding that. I'm that just so looking. Well.
You're new, as he points to Kimith. You're new, and he sort of points up at Keothi holding him.
You're new.
But I don't see Ferlina.
Yeah, she, sometimes...
Wait, you don't? Oh, shit. What did that happen?
Sometimes people she, I guess, had something else she needed to do.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I'm sorry to see her go, but
Us too.
I think I'm still probably in good hands with you guys.
I'll look after you, little furry boy.
He purrs and nuzzles your hand.
Oh my god.
Oh god. See, this wouldn't be nowhere near as creepy if I wasn't associating it with Preston. Just imagine...
If I want to stroke Preston's forehead, that's my decision, Brad.
Just imagining Becky
where's our notable quotables channel?
Stroking this fucking meathead while he's purring softly in her arms.
Just a solid boy. She's just a real solid boy.
Oh god.
Old man Preston purring.
Yeah.
He made a gurgling noise. Cool. Well, then it's settled. We always enjoy having you on our trips with us. Hopefully we can keep you safe. Sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
Anything else? We gotta get our boat repaired, or are we taking a different boat? I'm gonna turn and look at Kimith.
I'm not leaving my boat behind.
Yeah, how long is it gonna take to get your boat fixed?
It's mostly fixed up already. I mean, the banisters don't necessarily need fixing before we head over to Talona. It's up to you guys. We don't have to.
It's a pretty short trip considering the trip we just did, right? And
yeah,
hopefully we can.
A day.
plan for the weather as best as we can, obviously.
Well, if we head out, well, I'd like to say if we head out now, we shouldn't see any storms. Looking up at the sky right now, it's a clear day, but it was a clear day before too. So
maybe we take one more day to let Sarah get his affairs in order.
My affairs are in order. I could just pack this up and get the hell out of here.
Xylia's already on board the ship. he heard no storm and he's gone.
Yeah, is it reasonable for us to leave now, like, and we'll get in before it's nighttime? That's all I'm worried about. I'm just trying to be smart
more
about.
Than reasonable.
Okay.
We'll be home by night.
Cool. Also, a quick question.
We'll be in a hotel by night, or an inn.
There's hotels here.
Trivago.
Yeah. Expedia. Cool. I did have a quick question. I know we haven't really been able to talk too much because, like, ship almost getting destroyed, you know, our lives in danger, giant mechanical dragon. Do you have any, like, relics of Shinov? You got any, like, fancy Shinov stuff on you?
He, like, dings the holy symbol that he has hanging around his neck. That's about all I got that's, like, of Shinov, and even then it's technically a hybrid symbol of Cargon and Shinov.
Okay. So, cool story, right? This scythe didn't actually used to be a scythe. Initially it was just a rod, but then I had this smaller scepter, and I, like, held both of them, and then they were just like, and then, like, a big ol', and then scythe. And I feel like, from the vibe that this is giving me, and I'm, like, pointing at the scythe, that, like, if there's other stuffs, maybe it'll, like, keep doing that, and that's kind of cool. So I just didn't know.
I could not tell you. While I am a follower, I'm not exactly like a prophet of Shinov, or even a priest.
Don't you do that thing where you throw bones sometimes?
Yeah, but that's using magic. Well,
I was gonna say, can we ask her?
Oh, yes, we can do that.
Can I throw the bones again this time?
Yes.
Cool. I'll put my hands on his hands and make it real awkward.
We're doing this right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, you're gonna have to steer the ship when we get on the ship, so you know.
That's a very good point.
Wait,
right.
Can I learn the ritual spells that Kimeth knows, by the way? Sorry, side point. Or does it have to be ones that are written down in a book or something? I can't remember this.
You can learn them directly from him, yes. What the fuckers?
I'm gonna need you to also not drink for, like, the next couple of evenings.
May I ask why?
I don't know if this one's one of them, but it may stop me from having to hold your hands whenever we do this all the time. I feel like that's pretty good motive. Unless you like holding my hands, and then I'm just gonna kind of very gently and delicately caress his fingers as I say
that's okay.
All questioning has gone out of the window now.
I like to imagine that's because I have high persuasion.
He's immediately uncomfortable.
Love it.
Let me just find. I can't remember what the spell's called.
Would that be persuasion or sexual intimidation?
Why not both?
Fair.
Yeah.
Let me double my bonus points from charisma.
Over the course of the next 11 minutes, he starts like a prayer to Shinov, and at one point he's like, "What's the question?"
If should I keep a lookout for more, like, I don't know, relics? I don't know what these would be called. Should I keep a lookout for more important magical thingies that would combine with this? Are there more things that I can combine into this? Are there more magical things?
This spell doesn't really handle that. It's more like a good versus bad favor on odds of doing something, and it only really can look ahead about 30 minutes in time.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like last time we used this, it was something else.
Nope.
It was something more important.
Nope. Not this.
All right. Well, well, you already started casting it, so.
I mean, I can stop. It doesn't cost me anything.
Well, you already started casting it, and I'm throwing these bones, so
All right.
So it's more like, okay, so this spell's just the magic 8-ball. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Damn, that's not even very useful. Okay. Does Shanov still like me? Throw the bones.
He gives you the bones.
I throw the bones. This is useless.
He looks at the result.
Seems likely.
Looks good.
Yay, that's cool. Okay. Thanks. Sorry, I thought you could do more and you didn't, and that's a bit of a bummer. My bad.
It's all good.
All right, race you to the boat. Run to the boat.
He'll follow up more slowly. Xylia, when you first boarded the boat, guard was waiting, like basically hidden behind the banister, and had a spear ready to, and like was pointing it at you as you ran up, and then saw it was you and like put it away.
Calm down,
Jesus
buddy.
God!
You didn't even say who it was boarding. You just boarded.
We're leaving.
Okay. Sorry. Freaked me out.
Sorry,
Somebody just ran up the fucking gangplank and didn't announce them coming on board. Like, do you not even know proper ship protocol?
No.
Well, how do you know proper ship protocol? You've never been on one in your life.
Not a sailing ship, but I've been on a ship.
Okay.
Well, what is the next time I run on? I'll just like Xylia.
You
Is that
a
better?
Pokemon?
Just, I don't know. It's permission to come aboard, typically, like, call and receive.
Okay, I'll remember that for next. I probably won't remember that for next time. Just remember my footsteps.
Oh, yeah, sure. Remember your fucking footsteps as he, like, turns around and heads back under the cabin.
Yo, I love how Sassy Guard's getting now.
Yeah, wait,
Get it.
Is anyone else with me or near me?
Keothi would probably be nearby, I think.
I'm just gonna look at Keothi and say, did God just say fucking?
I don't even know what's got into him.
The sea
He's
changes
going
a
through
man.
puberty. He's teenage Groot right now.
He's coming into his own.
Yeah, he's becoming God instead of, what was he called before? Fucking, oh, he was called God.
He was always guard.
Fuck.
Yeah, he was always guard. He has
Guard.
his name.
Guard, digivolve into Guard.
After Sarah's done packing up his shit, he brings it all up onto the boat, and Guard comes out of the cabin at one point as he's like bringing it all up, and Sarah just like launches his shit into the air in surprise at seeing a giant robot man, and runs immediately behind Keothi. No matter where she is, he looks for her and runs behind her to get away from the giant robot man. And he's like, "What the fuck is that?"
Holy shit.
They just brought him along. He's like a metal friend.
Okay.
You don't have to go near him. It's okay.
Okay. He's like he's got the whole like cat next to a vacuum cleaner look on his face.
Oh god.
I know that look well.
Sidebar really quick, realistically, while we're traveling to get to Talona, could I get spells from Kimith or not? Because...
Yeah, you don't need him to dictate anything to you. You can literally look at his book and transplant it.
Okay, 1 second, I forgot things. I run off and go to the Adventurers Guild. Do they have any ink that I can use to
Yes.
How many
for the
spells
purposes
does
of
Kimith know? That I could translate. Rituals?
Yes, he's
Oh, no.
got a lot of rituals.
Okay, can I just get 100 gold worth of rare inks, which would allow me to transcribe? Oh, it's per level. Fuck. I'm gonna wait till we get to Valkyries, because my boo gonna totally hook me up with
Sure.
some stuff. Okay.
Never
mind,
You
JK.
guys. So you guys make the trip from Kalkarath to Talona. This time, nothing happens for real.
Cause we fucked up the Sahuagin. Nobody wanna fuck with us.
Sure, that's why.
Yep.
And you make landing. The dock fees just for docking for the night again is this time it's 40 silver for a night. So you can pay that for at least tonight and head into town. Sarah says something about selling off his equipment, guard staying on board. Kenneth is dealing with the dockmaster. But I'm assuming your first stop is heading over to Senezal?
Yes.
Yeah, should we pause it at there because we are 15 minutes past time?
That's okay. I think we can get to Senezal and then pick it up next session.
Is everybody else all good with that, or do people have stuff to do? That's
it will literally take 5 minutes just to get there, and then we'll stop there.
Before we actually get to speak to him, because I want Cord to be here for getting to speak to him and stuff.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So you head over to Senezal's, same place as usual. Keothi, for your description, Senezal's house is just like a bunch of these other sort of upper class neighborhood houses. This sort of large stone, multi-winged place. Except unlike all of the rest of them, his has a giant placard hanging above it that's written in interestingly flickering magical lights. Senezal's place, just above it, looks very gaudy. And the others lead you. Upon opening the door, you're met with that same dark staircase that heads down into a single doorway. And when you open the door, unlike before when you passed through this doorway and it sort of felt like you were entering a much larger space before you, it seems to be a normal basement. Nothing sort of spooky or interdimensional about it. And you can see a sofa off to the right with a tea set out in front of it on like a coffee table, a few other more comfortable looking chairs. However, they're all sort of rotted through, looking destroyed and unused, and sitting on the couch is a skeleton dressed in nothing but a set of tattered robes and a long gray cloak. And that's where we'll end the session for today.
No cliffhanger.
You should have ended it when you said.
We should have ended it earlier.
What?
I'm not gonna be here next week. God damn it. Okay.
Oof.
Fuck.
I hate it.
I want you to be here.
Okay, I'm gonna... Fuck! Okay.
Cry.
I'm gonna end the recording there just so we don't get into, too much shit.
Sounds good.
Till next week, everyone.
Everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
Day is an asshole. He's an asshole. He's an asshole.
Okay.